Sunny skies, 78 degrees in Rockford for the top game in the state of Michigan tonight. From Carlson Munger Stadium, the Prep, proud to bring you Gridiron Game Day from Rockford, Michigan. Hello again, everybody. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. The Prep comes to the left side of the state for the best game in the state, Stick. We started the year here, and here in the middle of the season, we're going to come back for the best in the battle of the OK Red and the battle of the Brents.
Yeah, and Rockford's kind of hoping to have the inverse of what happened last year, right? Cass Tech came here, they lost their first game of the season, went on to win a state championship. Rockford dropped their very first game of the season, been on a tear ever since, allowing only 7 points per game the last couple of games. Defense has stepped up. It's been absolutely through the roof. I'm expecting a big game out of their defense tonight.
And we're expecting an atmosphere that's exciting for both these teams to show out. It was last year, look, this Rockford team's used to winning the OK Red. Last year it was disrupted. They want to get some of that back this year, and it would start with this win tonight over Hudsonville.
Yeah, Hudsonville, but I mean, they're the ones that made it to the state championship game as well, and they're undefeated on the season. It's a first-place matchup. Hudsonville, they got some players back too. You know, their big center, that is the guy, Eli Rose. That is the guy that's going to be a major factor in this game. They've been kind of patchwork, but they're still undefeated, so the strong is only getting stronger.
We're going to feature a couple of players, so much more, interviews from both head coaches. Stand by, a lot to come in the pregame as we roll on from Rockford and the Preps coverage at Gridiron Game Day. Thanks for hanging with us on Friday night.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Well, Brent, every game that your program plays is a marquee red letter game. Why is this one so important tonight?
I mean, yeah, it's two of the best teams in the state of Michigan. It's exciting, you know, Rockford, Hudsonville. For years, we played these guys a lot of times twice in the season, you know, one in the OK Red and then another time in district play, usually to get out of West Michigan. It's going to be a great environment tonight, well-coached team, you know, and these are the games that you get excited about.
Yeah, give me a feel of where your team is at right now. What have you liked so far from your start?
Yeah, we're taking care of the football. We're playing great special teams, and we've really done a good job of stopping the run, trying to make teams throw against us. So our kids have bought in. You know, we were pretty inexperienced coming in the year. By now, though, you know, with almost 2/3 of the season done, we feel like we're hitting our stride and playing our best football right now.
What do you like the most about this group that you have this year? Every year is different, but what do you like the most about this group?
The kids buy in. You know, and I think part of it was the success we had last year. But whatever we tell them, you know, they buy into, they trust in each other. They trust in the coaching staff. They trust in the process that's gotten them here so far. And that's awesome. When you have a bunch of dudes that can do that, you know, we're able to have some success.
Yeah. Every coach you talk to, whether it's this level, college, the NFL, whatever league it is, they're going to tell you one of the keys is winning up front.
Sure.
And I know that's a key for your club tonight. What's it going to take from your group, both sides of the ball, to be the better team in that department?
Yeah, it's discipline. I think these teams are very, you know, equal up front. Rockford does a lot of things stemming with the defensive line and slanting and some loops, some things that we haven't seen this year. So understanding who we pick up when we see those things. On the offensive side of the ball, defensively, we can't get too deep. We can't get trapped. We got to maintain leverage. If we tell a kid to have a gap, he has to own that gap. So, you know, our effort will be there. We will play hard. It's just a matter of can we be disciplined in those aspects of the game, and then we can have success.
And another thing that I noticed in talking to you and their head coach, also named Brent, by the way,
Yeah.
the Battle of the Brents,
Yeah.
running the football is very important to your program. What's that start with? Aside from those guys up front, who are the guys you're counting on tonight to run the rock for you?
Yeah, I mean, Owen Harsma, first off, and then Wyatt Van Asen. You know, those are the guys that are most electric for us. And then our quarterback's going to have to tote it maybe more than what we want him to. He's a dynamic runner, you know, but in the OK Red, it's, you know, if you run him too much, you have those risks of people getting dinged up because there's going to be some big hits tonight. But he's a dynamic runner, too, just like their quarterback is. And so I think those are the guys that can be explosive for us tonight.
Last thing for you, what will the message message be to your team before they run out here for this game tonight?
Man, it's an opportunity to play football. You know, the environment's going to be great. I don't think you'll have another stadium on a Friday night. They'll have this many people tonight. But we can't make the game bigger than what it is. We're going to still play on a 100-yard field. You know what? All this noise is great, but it's a great chance to play football. We only get 9 of them during the regular season. So just take advantage of it, play free, have fun with it, and compete. It's pretty simple.
Thanks for this, and thanks for your time earlier in the week. Good luck to your team tonight.
No problem. Thanks for the coverage. Appreciate it, guys.
You bet.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll grab Well, another beautiful Friday night here in Rockford. And Brent, I got to first start with this stadium. I mean, what an advantage this has to be for your program. I've never been here. I was blown away when I walked in. How big of an advantage do you hope that is tonight?
Well, there's not a better place to play a Friday night football game. This is great. We're always happy to see the Rockford community come out and support. And they do an incredible job of packing the house and bringing in the energy. So, yeah, definitely home field advantage is a nice thing to have. But then when you step on the field, it's one play at a time.
Exactly. What takeaways do you have? Give me a couple big ones from the games you played this year. What stands out the most about your football team so far?
It's a gritty group. It's assignment-based group that, they have an intention to come out there and put their best foot forward, one play at a time. They really I love that narrow focus about them. I love how they, come out and attack early on and get in the during halftime and get there, pay attention, and it's a group that does. We talk about paying attention. They're doing a great job of that to this point.
In talking to you and their Brent, the battle of the Brents in terms of coaches, I know you could care less about that, but both teams want to win the line of scrimmage. Both teams want to run the ball. What will it take from your guys to win that battle tonight?
Our offensive line is doing a great job this year, and it's one thing. They just got to focus one play at a time and get really dialed in on their assignment. It could take an entire game to overcome the line of scrimmage because you're facing a good team and a well-coached team. It's going to be a heck of a battle.
How would you assess the way that group has played through your previous games this year? Have they been what you wanted, or how have they been?
Offensive line has been great, and defensive line as well, where they understand their role and play extremely hard and low and get to the clogging gaps and do all the stuff that their coaches do on a weekly basis. They're doing a great job.
Yeah. Give me a couple other keys to your team's success tonight, aside from what we just talked about there. What else is important for your club?
Well, offensively, you need receivers to run crisp routes, to get to where they need to be. You have that trust between the QB and the receivers, and that's been a strong point for us. Backs that protect the ball, we're always going to go to protecting the football. Quarterback, same thing, making decisions and knowing when to run it, when to get rid of it, when to take the short one, and just play football.
Great. Thanks for everything this week and the hospitality tonight. Good luck to your team.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You bet. Thanks, Brent.
Yeah, well.
Good luck.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Sunny skies, 78 degrees, a beautiful night in Rockford, Michigan. Samstick Day, Chad Bush, Ben Holden holding by down on the field. We'll get to him shortly, but let's get to the impact players in this game stick. We'll start first with the road team, the Eagles, who come in 5-0, number 6 in the state of Michigan. Who do they got on the edge that's going to scare the bejesus out of everybody?
Well, his name is Ryan Aukman. Big number 0, but he plays like an infinite number because he's everywhere at the same time. An edge rusher, got good bend, big, strong, fast, and when he gets his paws on you, he is taking you to the ground. 6'3", 210 pounds, and he is going to Ferris State. as well as our other impact player. Ferris State doing a good job of recruiting over here on this side of the state.
Spoiler alert, Rockford's top defender arguably is Luke Ahern Stick. Tell him why.
Yeah, number 12, Luke Ahern, defensive back, and now featured at running back. You know what? When we got an athlete like this, let's get the ball in his hands as many times as we can. So you're going to see number 12 carrying the ball a little bit today. He's aggressive. He's a bad, on the field. And he's the youngest of 3 brothers. So that kind of toughened him up growing up. So when he's out there, you could tell this guy is not afraid of contact. He's not afraid to bring it. And he will be doing it all night long here in Rockford.
We got a battle at Carlson Munger Stadium. Last year was Hudsonville, who stole the OK Red away from the Rams. Trying to protect home court tonight on homecoming.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Number 4 against number 6, the biggest game in the state here on the Prep. And both crowds are rocking. We're expecting over 10K tonight. Ben Holden is amongst that crowd now. Benny boy, what's going on down in the flock?
I've still got eligibility, guys. I'm down here in the flock. Let's hear you guys. There are 14 that lead this cheering section for the Hudsonville Eagles, hence the name The Flock. You can see they're all decked out in pink. They just decided to go with pink tonight, a pink out. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, but they are here tonight to cheer on their Hudsonville Eagles. 28th all-time meeting. Hudsonville won last year by a touchdown. The other side is full of Rockford fans. Come on, I don't hear you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's make a little noise. It's going to be a big factor in this game, guys. Rockford won 8 straight before last year's win by Hudsonville. This should be an absolute barn burner of a game tonight. We'll keep you updated all night from the sidelines.
Let's go.
Thanks a lot, Benny. Appreciate it. Looks like you're having some fun down there, buddy. Here's the meeting details. 28th meeting all-time, 19-8 the edge to Rockford, although the last one went by way of the boys from Hudsonville, 28-21 last year, and Rockford 8 in a row prior to that. And the all-time, the first meeting was in 2003 when Hudsonville won 4 of the first 5. So Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, you heard from Ben Holden. The atmosphere, it's electric here tonight on Homecoming, Stick.
Yeah, homecoming generations after generations are already crowd surfing, celebrating, carrying people off the field. Look at that. When have you seen that pregame, Chad?
No, flying in the air, and that's Luke Ahern, the Impact player, already floating like he's in a Pearl Jam concert in Seattle in 1990.
Word must have gotten down to him that he's the Impact player of the game. They're like, dude, you already made it. Like, it's over. You're the Impact player on the prep. You're going to have a big game, and he's ready to go. Crowd surfing early here in Rockford.
This is a game that Rockford wants to establish that defense. Keep it going, Stick. They're going against a Hudsonville team that wants to run the ball. Tell us who wins in that battle of those two.
Well, you know, I'm always a big defensive guy. You know, defense wins championship. Offense can win you games, though. In Rockford, they'll be stingy, but Hudsonville said they will go away from the run if they have to.
No doubt. All right, Anthem is next. We're back on the Preps coverage of Hudsonville and Rockford.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
These two rivals getting ready to rock it. Hudsonville and Rockford. Good chance these two teams, Stick, might meet again later this season.
Yeah, that would be a dream situation for both of them because it means they're advancing throughout the playoffs. And I'm telling you, we were here week 1. We were here week 1 of last year. And the energy, a little bit different tonight for homecoming. It feels a little extra packed, a little bit more energy, a little bit of a bigger moment for all of these kids.
No doubt. Rockford will boot it right to left, and it'll be Dawson Hoker to hang it high and deep. And back deep for the Eagles is number 1, Tyler Strick, one of their corners, along with number 21, Wyatt Van Assen. Here we go. We are off on week 6 from Rockford. Taken at the 1 by Van Assen. Up the right sideline, has some room across the 40 to the 45, and a big return for the Eagles before the knock out of bounds by Rickard. The touchdown-saving tackle, but Van Assen with a big return on special teams.
And I was just talking about the energy. You want to get your sideline fired up. You want to get these away fans going crazy. They were all on their feet because he was one man away from breaking that to kick off the game.
So here comes this Hudsonville offense, an offense that's put up 37 points per game this year. It's a run-oriented offense under Brandy Van Lake, the quarterback who wears number 18 right there. And they will start with 3 wide receivers. His lead man behind him is his running back. And boy, he's a good one. And it's Owen Harmsma. And it's a handoff up the middle, and Harzma is going nowhere. No gain on the play. It's Sam Cummings, the middle linebacker, who's back and better than ever, Stick.
Yeah, very easily could have been our impact player because that describes Cummings when he's on the field. Just big impact all the time, and here he comes just filling the hole, doing the gap, holding them, and throwing them backwards.
Coming off a big win last week, 42-0. The Eagles won over Jenison. An OKC Red battle just underway, 2nd down and 10. Big return set up for the Eagles at the 43. Back to pass, looking right. Dual threat quarterback looking downfield. Got a man on the sideline. Did he catch it? Caught inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. It's Lawson Weber, the top target, in a beautiful tiptoe, tight rope and catch at the 25.
Yeah, and if you watch Weber throughout this whole play, he's waving his hand. He was open for a long time. Finally, they get him the ball, and look at tiptoe down. That is good in college. It is good in high school, and you can put it on the scoreboard. A big play early for Hudsonville.
Won't see better catches than that on this Friday night. So, on the move, Hudsonville under Brady Van Lake, the quarterback, after the big play to the 25. Turn, give to Harzma, and Harzma again will get nothing and like it. Maybe a gain, but it's Cummings again right in his face, Stick. Here's another look at that pitch and catch.
Yeah, there you see, he's just waving, and look at, get that 1 foot down. That's all you need in high school, and a great replay right there. Great look.
2nd down and 8, just underway. Hudsonville already in Ram territory. Thought they had an offsides with a hard count. 37 points per game this Eagle offense puts up. The Rams give up 20 a game, but they've only given up 7 the last couple of weeks on average, including a shutout last week against top 10 Granville. Run up the middle. This is the quarterback, Van Lake, and he'll find a 1st down up to the 16-yard line before Patrick LeBlanc, the safety, comes up to make the tackle.
Yeah, LeBlanc got in there, and I think he got him short just to the 1st down, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Good vision on both the quarterback and the defensive back.
You're right. They'll mark him at the 16, short by a yard. They'll send wide receiver to the bottom of the screen, and number 11, Lawson Weber, the big target, and he's been their top receiver in yardage and receptions this year. The running back is Harzma. To the right of Van Lake. Van Lake will keep it himself. Has the 1st down and more. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! A 16-yard touchdown run by Brady Van Lake, and the Eagles open the scoring.
Yeah, the threat of Harzma showing up early in this game. First, the play-action pass for the big gain to get down there. Then the little play-action. No, I'm going to pull it from you and take it myself all the way into the end zone for Van Lake. What a good look. Read the defensive end, saw him crashing, and nobody touches him until he gets past the end zone.
Here comes Alex Tillotson to add the extra point. And the southpaw puts it up and puts it through. 7-0 with 9:04 to go in Rockford as we step aside on this beautiful Friday night. Thanks for hanging with a prep in week 6.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
So it's Van Lake on the keeper in the end zone, 16 yards. What a drive and what a statement by the Eagles offensively, Stick.
Yeah, especially against a team that has allowed, count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for over the past 2 games to their opponents. So
that's right.
Made it look real easy, real early.
Yep. There's the touchback. And so an opportunity now to see this Rockford Ram offense and the return of the quarterback, Braden Daniels, who sat out last week. They called up the young man from JV, did a fine job. Daniels got to rest. And, Rockford ran away in a 28-0 win. They didn't really need him. Now he's back, and he's got a little more pressure tonight, Stick.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure tonight, but that's more of a tribute to the entire Rockford program, right? Next man up mentality. All right, our starter isn't there. Always good to have him, but even better to have someone backing him up.
Daniels in the gun. Carry to his right. Step up, slant, caught the 32. Immediately dropped. But a big catch by number 1. That's Jake Benner on the catch. Make it Jax Eichbauer on the catch on the slant route. Good pitch and catch on first down. Move the chains.
Yeah, Tyler Strick gave him a ton of cushion on that, and they just took advantage. Just a nice little slant route right in front of the face of the defender. And if that's going to be there, you take it all game long.
It's a heady quarterback, hard-working quarterback. Studies a lot of film. Tackle for loss in the backfield. Sam Radosa with a stick behind the sticks. That'll make it second down and long. Tackle for loss. There you see the offensive line with Luth, Kern, Federowicz, Oaks, and Papis. It's a very good front for Rockford. Offensive coordinator is Jason Vanderlaan. There you see Peoples, Eichbauer, who caught that slant. For word of the 6'5 receiver that just started playing football, Gross, the great athlete, and Hiringa as well. The run up the middle is not very efficient. It's a stout front for the Eagles, and they've shown it on second and third down.
Yeah, those last 2 plays really good for that defensive line, making sure that line of scrimmage doesn't get moved at all.
That defensive line on cue is Brodnicki, Reensma, and Vanderwall. Those are the front 3. It's a 5-2, really. There's Randosa, who made that nice play, and Rodenhouse and the featured Aukman, along with the great defensive backs. There's pressure, and down he goes. That front gets, indeed, to the quarterback, and it's the aforementioned Ryan Aukman in to make the play and force the punt.
Yeah, they moved him all over the line of scrimmage on that possession. You saw him at the bottom of your screen. This time you're going to see him playing almost the tackle position, and he just dominates and gets the quarterback in a headlock and takes him to the ground. It's not a horse collar. It's not a face mask. It's just a headlock.
Little rodeo, little cowboy. So punt away for Vanos, and he hangs one high and deep. A fair catch is called for at the 41. By Van Assen, and so that's where Hudsonville will start at the 41-yard line. So great field position for Hudsonville now twice. We'll see what they can do on this second drive, but the first was impressive, Stick.
I mean, first drive for both offense and defense, pretty impressive. The defensive line showing out on that past drive. And here you get a look at the offensive line, the big fellas.
There's Brady Hansen, a guy that was a tight end last year, in fact, a backup tight end, and he got offered by Grand Valley already in his first year before he even took a snap. Parker and Rose, you mentioned Rose, key to being back this week at the center spot. He's the captain of everything. Harzma is tackled for a loss, and the Rams will batter him in the backfield. Tackled by Letty. Caden got back there quickly, Stick, and this Ram defense is Ram tough.
Yeah, and just disciplined defense, not over pursuing. He extended the line of scrimmage and just kind of waited for the running back with open arms and took him to the ground.
Drew Ram also, what a great name.
in the tackle for Rockford. There's Harzma along with Eaton. They're the running backs that'll be featured. You already saw Weber, who made that fabulous catch. Meerman, a good one as well, along with Will DeYoung, a solid tight end. Back to pass pressure. Van Lake has time and space, and he finds his big tight end. And it's caught across midfield. It's DeYoung on the snatch to the 49 of the Rams. And the big boy makes a play, and Van Lake uses his leg stick.
Yeah, watch 54 on this. Aaron Parker, though, he puts his man on his behind. What a play by that offensive lineman. Led to a great catch, great play, but you got to highlight Parker on that play. My goodness.
Ahern came up to make the stop. 5.5 to go in the first. Hudsonville has had the edge early. Five 5-0 Hudsonville. Van Lake gonna keep it himself. Watch out up the middle, and it's a touchdown saving tackle by Brody Cardenas. Otherwise, it's another Van Lake that just found a raft right in the middle of that land of water.
Yeah, Van Lake just doing a good job reading the defense. That time faking the little 90 shoot, whatever you want to call it, jet sweep, and he's able to keep it and go right up the middle for a big gain.
Van Lake has been the story against his Ram defense that shut out Granville. We remind you, Granville, a team that put up 28 points and nearly knocked off Cass Tech in a game that we covered on the prep. Can handicap that one how you want. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Van Lake's going to hand off to Harzma. Has a hole, has his best run, has a burst up the middle down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 24 from Harzma, and the Eagles are just flying in Rockford.
I love the way he lines up, sort of like Jameer Gibbs or Genty, standing straight up. They call it the Michael Myers pose, and that's how he takes the football, and he shoots right up with a great cutback on that one. But watch him before the stance, just standing there straight up.
Genty, the running back from Boise State,
and
right?
Gibbs, those are the two.
Yeah.
And like Harzma.
Harzma gets it, bounces outside the tackle, tries to cut it inside, and nothing's home there. Stood up by Downing, and so that will set up second down, and finally some resistance from this Ram defense, led by Blake Daniels. Yep, he's the brother of the quarterback, Braden Daniels. Spencer Munson, a real good one, undersized but tough, and Drew Ram, we've already mentioned, very solid at the DN spot. Second down and 3, just under 4 minutes to go. Van Lake, keeper, and tackled at the 1-yard line. The tackle was started by Pitch, who came from that corner spot, and it was finished by Cummings on the sideline. Otherwise, that's a touchdown stick.
Yeah, great job faking out the defensive line. Landon Pierce kind of just bit on the fake and didn't get around. Thank God the linebacker was there to take him to the ground.
There's the backers in Vandertweeg and Colson and Cummings and Carey. It's a good quadrant there. Run up the middle, and Van Lake can't find it. It's going to be 4th down and goal to go from the 2. Luke Ahern, who else coming from that safety spot stick?
He crashed off the edge. Watch him at the top of your screen. Just track this down and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Running a little hesitant is Lake.
It looks like Hudsonville's going to go for it. At least they're showing it. They're at the 2.5-yard line, under 3 to go. The D-backs with Pitch, Ahern, LeBlanc, and Plain. Some very good back-end players for the home team. They're going for it. 4th and goal from the 3. Van Lake in the gun from the right hash. And I think we're going to get a timeout, and we will. So timeout on the field, we'll take it with them. So with 2:32 to go in the first, Hudsonville, they want to think about it. In a battle of the Brents, back with more from Carlson Munger right after this.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid. and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
4th and goal from the 3. Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, and Ben Holden with you on Gridiron Game Day from Rockford. 4th down. Does Brent Sandy question this decision? Does he change his mind? It looked like he was all in. What's he calling the timeout for, Stick?
I think just to gather some information. You saw what the defense was running. You want to get comfortable with what you called. And you know what? Their defense showed that they could stop them early. Why not trust them to do it again and go for it on 4th down? You're on the road. Points are going to be crucial.
From the right hash, the Eagles look like they're going for it. 2 wide receivers to the left. Harzma, the tailback, to the left of Van Lake in the gun. 4th down, goal to go. Already up 7-0. The Eagles looking for more on the road. It's Van Lake, and he's stopped in the backfield. Tackle for loss. It's a Hearn, of course, with a TFL and a turnover on down.
Almost like you could run the replay of back-to-back plays, and it's the exact same thing. Crashing off the edge, nobody guarding him. Little bit of hesitation by the quarterback, and it costs you in the end because a Hearn is right there. What a play. What a momentum shift early at homecoming.
What do you think about the decision? You're on the road. You could get the points. You go for it. I mean, do you question not getting the points on the road?
I not only do I like the decision, I like the play call too. You know, you put the lead blocker in front of your quarterback who's been getting it. It's just, you better put a helmet on a Hearn. I mean, that's just the one mistake was drawing it up to where that guy was unblocked.
So it's a bend but don't break defensive drive stopper for the Rams, who've got it back at the 4-yard line, and this will back them up to the 2.
Yeah. If you're going to get a false start penalty, that's the place to do it. Cost you a whole 2 yards.
The defensive backs are Dykstra, Zeiderveen, Phillips, and Strick. Strick, a really good corner. Always love seeing a Dykstra. Takes me back to the 85 Mets and Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny.
Or Philadelphia Philly.
John Crook.
Of course. What a great group that was. Slot left. And the run up the middle, and not much for Daniels. A helmet comes flying out of there. That's Daniels' lid. And he says, wait a minute. Where's my helmet? Thank you, sir. The tackle made by Rodenhouse, the linebacker.
Yeah, Rodenhouse just turned it into a wall right in the middle of that defense. Taking off helmets. Now they're putting in a quarterback because you got to come out once your helmet comes off for one play.
Yep. And so they'll bring a Hearn back in. He's the Wildcat quarterback, so nothing new for him. He can also play a little running back, so he'll take the Wildcat snaps here.
Oh, they're bringing in 13 as well.
My bad. Okay, yeah, so there he is. That's Kason Whitford, the young man who they called up from the JV last week. So it's Whitford in familiar territory, deep in his territory. And the give is another tackle for loss. This one's back to the 2, and a blast through the hole like a rocket. And that was big. Lance Hordiskey at the linebacker spot. He is a fierce animal. You talked about him with Coach earlier this week and what he's all about, and he's a fierce one.
Yeah, it was funny. Usually I ask Coach, like, who's the one guy that sticks out, puts in the extra work, the hustle guy's like, listen, our whole team's that guy. I'm like, okay, Coach, who's the nastiest guy? And that's who he came up with.
Hordiskey says he won the Olympics. He won the combine testing, which they call the Olympics. Pressure in the backfield, out route, and incomplete, out of bounds. But Daniels was on the run. Well defended out there by Tyler Strick, the corner.
Yeah, just great defense all the way around, putting pressure on the quarterback, almost bringing him down in the end zone, and then great coverage on the back end when he's able to slip the sack right there. Almost a little horse collar, too. A lot going on in that play. All result in nothing.
A lot of pressure coming from Rodenhouse. So punting time, and back at the heels on the line, it's Connor Vanos to boot it. Against pressure, both these special teams very good and nearly blocked. End over end, might have got the tip, and that's out at the 50-yard line. But Vanos, a great job to avoid the block. The rush was coming.
Yeah, but that's part of why you trust your team to go for it on 4th down. You remember you were asking, hey, is that the right call? if I got a defense like that I know can trot out there, cause a 3 and out, and I'm still going to get the ball back on the plus side of the 50-yard line, get a look at that. I thought it may have touched a fingertip, but
it's close.
Great bounce, though, for Rockford.
Yep. So, from their own 49, Van Lake and company, who dominated the time of possession in this game, and they've dominated field position in this game.
It's amazing what one goal line stop can do for you.
Final minute of the first. Stand by, Ben Holden coming to you at the end of the quarter. This is Harzma again working up the middle. Wyatt Colson with a stop, but not before it's a healthy gain of 7 or 8.
Yeah, they've been able to get what they want in the open field. It's once they got down to the goal line is when it started to, sputter out just a little bit. So I'd expect them to keep rolling. This time they got 3 wide up top.
Hudsonville run dominant team, and they can run. You can see with that quarterback and the running back. And they're going to go to the air now. Looking deep down the middle of the field, got a man behind the defense, caught down to the 6-yard line. And guess who? It's Lawson Weber again with his second big play of the game. It's usually Rockford's offense that's getting big plays, but Hudsonville's had some chunky passes too, Stick.
Well, just like on that 3rd down, everybody played a good role. On this one, the lineman played a good role given time. There were multiple wide receivers open, and the quarterback just had to pick who he was throwing to.
Timeout on the field end of the quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back to Carlson Munger for an action-packed football Friday night.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Beautiful scene as the sun starts to set at Carlson Munger Stadium. Ben Holden is amongst the wild 10,000 plus tonight. Benny, take it away.
Thanks so much, Chad. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere down here, great environment, the fans everywhere in the stadium, and there's one player on Rockford's side I want to talk with you about. When we do these calls with these coaches, we always ask the coaches about human interest stories, players overcoming great odds, great obstacles. Brent Cummings told us about a player on his team, number 0. You've called his name a few times tonight. He has torn his ACL twice, missed his entire junior year. Brent is the head coach and his father. And Brent said, look, my son maybe might play college football. We're not sure. His focus right now is on being a Ram here with Rockford. That's all he's concerned about right now. Great job on him on the rehab and the recovery to get back on the field.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you, Ben Holden. Sam Cummings, the senior linebacker, 2 knee surgeries. He's back, and he looks better than ever, Stick.
They're going to need him on this drive to get a big stop here, just like they did on the last time that Hudsonville was near the goal line. And this time,
timeout
for Rockford.
Yep.
Saw something he didn't like.
That is a legendary defensive coordinator for Rockford. When you talk about D coordinators and coaches, that's Randy Vanderveen. And he's been around since the 1990s, and he's a legendary defensive coordinator, well-respected. And when you talk to Brent Sandy, and he mentions the defensive coordinator, I mean, you know he's well-respected with the kinds of things he can do, the slants he'll do, the movements up front. It's been confusing, but so far Hudsonville has not been confused by it. They've been solid offensively.
Yeah, solid offensively, solid defensively. Hudsonville has come out and pretty much dominated this game early here in Rockford. And, you know, it's not that we didn't expect them to come out and be competitive, but they have come out and looked like the much more dominant team.
They have. Hudsonville looking to add more. It could be a deeper scoring. This was a Hudsonville team that was stopped on 4th down inside the 3 in their previous series. Right now, they're on the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. Van Lake and the Eagles trying to get in for the second time tonight. Motion right to left. It's Van Lake on the jet sweep handoff, but hold on, we got another flag, and this time we've got what? We're trying to do the jet sweep. to Van Assen. And this one's going to bring Hudsonville back 5. Back to the 11.
How many times have we seen it? Not only seen it over the course of how long we've been calling games, but this season where you let a team hang around, you get close to the goal line, a penalty draws you back, they get a big stop. Hudsonville needs to score here to maintain this momentum that they captured early.
Series been dominated by Rockford. They've dominated this OK Red conference. Won it 5 of the last 6 years, but last year it belonged to Hudsonville, the team that went all the way to Ford Field before falling in the final game to Castech, 42-20. All right, Van Lake and the Eagles are ready from the 11. No, we're not. The Eagles say we're going to get 5 back the easy way. Let's draw them offsides.
Yeah, there you go. Use their aggressiveness against them, and that is huge. I mean, 5 yards down here by the goal line is massive, from the 11 down to the 6. And here you see the hard count. And they slap it of hands, and next thing you know, the defense a little frustrated.
First quarter numbers we'll get to in a moment. Van Lake under pressure, throws it over the middle, got a man caught. It's his tight end, touchdown Eagles. Will DeYoung from 11 yards out from Van Lake. And it's 13-0, the Road Eagles.
And I am so impressed with Van Lake. He saw the blitz coming down on him. He knew he was going to take a big hit, but he stayed in there and delivered the loft pass to his tight end for a big touchdown to go up 2 scores here.
We've seen the poise and the pass and the efficiency from Hudsonville, who came in advertised as this team that was going to run the football. And here comes the extra point. It's up, and it is good.
You think Coach was lying to us, Chad, during the call?
I don't know.
We're a running team? I don't think so.
No. Alex Tillotson. Some may call him John. We call him Alex, and we call for a timeout. With 11:56 to go in the second quarter, the Eagles, the road team, ahead. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions, at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Eagles with a 14-0 lead, opening seconds of the second quarter. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day and Ben Holden. Thanks for hanging with us on Gridiron Game Day. And the return from the 2. Taken by the up back. Watch out. This is Eichbauer, and Jax is up across the 40. There is a flag down. And so this might be coming back, Stick.
Yeah, that's going to be a holding call about the 20-yard line, so this may come back to about the 10. And I was just going to say, Rockford really needs like a big kickoff return, something to spark them, give them better field position to start a drive, you know, because starting right back on the end zone is tough.
And talking with the Hudsonville coach, Brent Sandy, he mentioned how special teams, both these teams take a lot of pride and time. And a lot of it is due to their depth, right? They can spend more time on special teams, focus on special teams with not as many two-way players. So you got to be ready for special plays on special teams when these two teams come together.
Yeah, there we just see the hold on 25 for Hudsonville, and that's going to bring it back, like I said, to about the 11-yard line.
All right, Daniels in the gun with Carey to his left. And that's a hitch route and batted down. Was looking for Eichbauer, but guess who had other ideas? Big bat down up the middle. And is that number 84? It is. That's Luke Brodnicki, the junior D lineman.
Yeah, he's got those big pink sleeves on to match the student section. They're doing a cancer awareness night, and he put those big arms up and knocked that ball down. That's what you do. If you can't get to the quarterback, you put those arms up.
Hudsonville
Their last 4 wins have been by an average margin of third. Watch out. Big play. And how about it? Hudsonville really feeling it right now, Stick.
I mean, that was just a car crash from all different directions, starting with Ryan Aukman coming in with the first hit, slamming into number 78, Eli Denhoff. Just some big bodies being thrown around out there, and they are looking so dominant on the defensive side of the ball.
32 points is the average margin of victory their last 4 wins for this OK Red winner from a year ago for the Eagles. Pressure coming. And a throw just to get rid of it.
Oh,
they were trying to find Jack Cummings, but had to rush it due to the pressure.
I mean, if we can get a replay of that, there was one defender on 2 wide receivers for half the field, and all he had to do was just throw this ball up there, and it would have been completed. You look out there, nobody around him. That's the one defender, and there's another wide receiver right by him, too. Oh.
The pressure didn't allow him to really analyze it much. Vanos to punt it. No pressure here. They got the return set up. Beautiful spiral. It'll be waved for at the 46. And that's where Hudsonville will try to get their 3rd score tonight, Stick. They've been dominant and no mercy here in this first half. They're going to keep up the pressure.
I was just trying to think, does Rockford have a first down on offense? I think it's been 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out since they got the ball. And yeah, you talked about it. Dominance on both sides of the football. And here comes this offense again. And you really don't know what to do. You got to pick your poison against them.
Right. These 2 teams, of course, the only undefeated teams in the OK Red. You look at it, Stick, and we've seen East Kentwood, we've seen Granville, and now, of course, we're seeing Hudsonville. It's an impressive top 4 teams.
They're going to make some noise come playoff time.
Van Lake turns, gives. It's Harzma, and Harzma will fight for about 4 up the middle. And deeper into Ram territory, tackled by Letty.
Yeah, Letty playing a good game at linebacker. He's been in on several tackles. That time holding them just a 3-yard gain, which is a success on first down.
And again, the big plays by Hudsonville set up by that run game. They've been able to get the play action going.
Yep.
Van Lake with his legs has been dangerous, as advertised.
He's been doing a great job of reading the defensive ends.
Yep, and it's a good defensive front. Harzma gets the call, cuts back to the middle, tries to cut back, but nothing home there. Fine job in the middle. And wrapping up is Sam Cummings. Just when Harzma was ready to cut back, Cummings said,
Yeah, a little friendly fire, too, here by Will DeYoung. You're going to see 88 bump into him, too, and kind of slow him down. But anything you can do to get him down.
That's right. Ahern in the play as well, of course.
Big
third and
down.
mid. You get the feeling it could be 4-down territory the way Hudsonville feels about their defense. Motion right to left, and now we got movement up front, and this is going to set them back another 5.
Yeah, that's tough on 3rd and 5. I mean, that's a whole different. All right, I'm looking at a whole different sheet on the play call list. All right.
4-down territory gets questioned a bit now.
Now you're hoping to get the 5 yards back to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
So you don't know if they're going to take a shot here.
Van Lake, who's been efficient in the air tonight, a couple of big plays. You know he's looking for Lawson Weber. Motion right to left. That's Weber in motion. Pressure, Van Lake gonna run it with his legs up the middle of the field. First down and more to the 20-yard line. 26-yard scamper on 3rd and 10. Move those chains for the Flying Eagles.
Well, we talked about the poise last time, about to take the hit. This time, the poise of not throwing the ball when you really want to throw it downfield. You could see he was cocked and loaded, but then the scamper got him away. He's a lot quicker than he appears on the field.
Touchdown saving tackle by Letty to the 18 with under 9 to go. Already up 2 touchdowns. Eagles. Handoff and nowhere to go this time. Swallowed up is Harzma by that fine front 8, led by number 9. And that's Carter Vandertweeg.
I mean, that wasn't just the front 8. That was everybody. They threw the kitchen sink knowing they had to sell out to stop that run.
Second down and long. Position that the Eagles just haven't been in much tonight, Stick.
No, they got their sign guys on the sideline next to coach.
Van Lake out route caught. It's Weber inside the 5 down to the 4. Check that. It's the big tight end Will DeYoung who's had a monster-like game for the Eagles. Move those chains.
Yeah, and just wide open. A great out route by him and a great timing throw by Van Lake. Van Lake has looked good. He's looked present and looked aware.
First and goal from the 5. 7:55 to go. Eagles staying diversified. This run offense has looked very balanced tonight.
And that's what's led to their big plays, playing off of that, play action.
Harzma to the left of Van Lake. Van Lake will call his own number, and watch out, he's submarined after a short gain. It was number 38, Caden Letty again, who came shooting in that gap with a stop.
Yeah, Letty, you're going to see him here. You're going high? All right, I'm going low and taking out your knees with it. Great football play right there. I can't wait to see that in slow motion.
Second and goal from the 4. 37 points a game for the Eagles on offense. They're used to putting up big games, but they have not won in this stadium in years. And just 2 wins against Rockford in the last 8 years. Van Lake looking to lead something special. Escapes the pocket, rolls right, and too tall. He was looking again. Right side, this time he was looking for Tyler Floriana, his wide receiver. Out of bounds, third down.
Yeah, but once again, using his legs to create time, giving himself an opportunity to make a play and throwing it to where either my guy's going to make a miraculous catch or it's going out of bounds. So even his missed throws right now are tactical. There's the sign guys.
I want to see those signs. I want to see the front side of that.
That one's at 7, there's BR, there's AR.
Handoff. Right side, push to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Harzma! Harzma with a rush on the right side, and the Eagles are flying tonight against their rivals in Rockford.
And that's where mixing it up is really coming in handy. Hudsonville calling all types of plays. You know, they just called the rollout pass. All right, we got to protect the pass. We got to make sure we're doing this. We got to make sure we're pinching the edges because the quarterback is keeping the ball. All right, we're going to do an off tackle to our star running back right up the middle and get on the board for the 3rd time tonight.
Extra point up and good from Alex Tolotson. But it's a 4-yard touchdown run by Harzma. And what can you say about this team? I mean, it's been special. Stick and I roll on from Rockford and recap that drive right after this. Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with The Prep. $21-0, Black Jack, Hudsonville. Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, Ben Holden with you. We are The Prep. Gridiron Game Day takes us to Rockford for the 2nd time in 6 weeks. We started the year here, and now the Rams are back on the run here, trying to get something going with Ike Bauer. and he's stopped at the 20. Ben Holden's on the sidelines. Let's go down to Benny Boy on the sidelines. Benny, what do you got?
Yeah, thanks, Chad. 21-0 the score in this game, of course. And I was over on the Hudsonville sideline on the last time the defense was on the field. There were 2 or 3 of their coaches just screaming at their defensive players in a good way. He said, guys, we don't need to change anything. They can't get by us. They can't beat us right now. So keep doing what we're doing. They're off to a pretty good start here. I just wanted to relay that to you guys up top.
Appreciate that, Ben. And Stick, this is a big drive for them offensively. They've got to find something. Where can they get some help?
Well, according to the coach, they can't find help anywhere because they don't have to change anything, and he's right, and I love that from Coach. You know, they're not going to try to get fancy and switch it up. As you see right there, another tackle for loss, and look at the big fella coming out of the pile. You gotta love Eli Denoff. That's the second time I've been able to call his name tonight. Look at just big, stout. I'm not falling for this. You're falling backwards.
Loss of 2, Denoff with a TFL. And the Rams have just been stuck offensively tonight. And all the credit to the Eagles. In the backfield, Ryan Carey, the stump as his coach calls him. And now we've got a pre-snap penalty. It's offsides. And what do you do when a defense is hyped up? You get them going.
Yeah, that's a very heady play by Rockford and a huge play by Rockford. It takes that first down loss, makes it a first down gain.
So they'll move that thing up to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Rams, who've been dominated in every category tonight, looking for their first down. They're going to throw right side, got a man caught, and the extension to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6. It'll set up 3rd and 1. And the catch was made by number 2. That's Dylan Gross.
Yeah, but every yard is hard, and Aukman makes you pay if you cross that line of scrimmage with that football. About the 2nd or 3rd time he's put someone down.
Zeiderveen with a tackle. Yeah, he's a piece. He's a piece of work. Fair State is getting a guy that's really going to come off that edge and haunt GLIAC opponents for years. 3rd and short, handoff up the middle. It's Carey, and I don't think he got it. Stuffed by Lance Hordiskey, the senior linebacker. You wanted a snot clobber guy, and you got one. That's who the coach told you was.
Yeah, look at this. Comes in, takes on the lead blocker, just sheds him aside and shuts down that play.
They did give him the first down.
Wow.
So move the chains. How about it? So, okay.
Got enough?
Yep. They mark it up to the 30. That's enough. So first down of the night, I believe, unofficially at the 5-minute mark. And now we get a timeout and another flag. Yes, flag on the far side, and it is a pre-snap penalty on the offense. And that's just never going to help you. And that's not really a characteristic of this Ram program.
No, very, very disciplined team, very well coached, and just a very good. I mean, look around here. Look at the culture in Rockford. 11,000 strong, not a seat in the house.
It's homecoming to add to the hype level. Not that they needed it. Daniels going deep. Got it, man. Caught inside the 30, down to the 18. How about it? It's Owen Holt on the reception. The junior getting behind the defense for a long dinger and something that Rockford needed to get alive.
Yeah, the patience, the blocking, and just being able to launch this. And you're going to see Dykstra from Hudsonville just kind of get lost on the play. At first, he had great coverage. He was sticking with him. Then at the very end, he just peeled off.
55-yard gain on the play. Daniels looking right side again through the air. It's caught. It'll be a gain of about 7 on the play. He goes right back to Dylan Gross. And hey, if the pass is working, keep it rolling. I like the call.
Yeah, you need the momentum needed something, right? You needed a big play. You got it, so keep it rolling while you have it. There you go. A big play on first down, leaving you with what? 2nd and 3, and that opens up the entire playbook.
Jason Vanderlaan, the offensive coordinator for Rockford. Speaking of Ferris State, he's a Ferris State legend. They'll try it up the middle. This is Carey. There's just not much there. It'll be 3rd and short from the 10 in what feels like, for sure, 4-down territory.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory, but I'm just so impressed with the way Hudsonville tackles. Every time you're moving backwards, there's no falling forward, there's no free yards being given. Hudsonville is putting you back.
Hordis Key, the guy that's been putting folks back most of the night, too. And he did it again there.
Yeah, he's going to have quite the highlight reel from the prep.
3rd and 2 with 3 minutes left. Ball on the 11 for Daniels. Motion, play action. There's a flag down, throw right side, incomplete. And a late hit coming from Aukman. So no matter the result, this is going to be 15 yards and a 1st down. And Coach Brent Sandy's going to have a word with Mr. Aukman, and there's an apology happening here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very late one, but it's an unnecessary one, and I can see why the official wants to protect the quarterback, but my goodness, Aukman is out here. I told you, if you got the ball and he sees you with it and he's within an arm shot, he's going to put you down.
It is penalties that are offset, so despite the personal foul, it's offset with a hold, and wow, that's a new one for me. So they'll replay 3rd down.
I mean, they don't really offset because Rockford just lost their quarterback, so definitely Hudsonville is coming out on the other end of this one.
So back in comes Casey Whitford, the sophomore, who led them to a 28-0 victory last week over Granville. He was the JV quarterback, a 5-quarter quarterback. Here's another look at the play in the hit.
Yeah, you're going to see he lets go of the ball, and then, I mean, it's a tough hit. I can see it called.
Whitford hands it off to Carey, and Carey is close to the 1st down marker at the 10. We'll see, it's very close. I think it's 4th down and short stick.
Yes, it is. And once again, falling backwards, not getting that free yard. And it looks like they're bringing out the field goal team?
No, they're bringing in the new offense, I think. They do check Daniels back in. And timeout Hudsonville. I think it was a confusing substitution.
Yeah, it looked like the offensive line was lining up for a field goal, but we're going to get a timeout by Hudsonville to discuss it. And I mean, 2 minutes left to go in this first half. If you told Hudsonville that they would be up 21-0, they would take it.
No doubt.
Our game day sponsor, Heinz Orthodontics. We are grateful for your generous support of the Rockford.
The Rockford Rams, 4-1 on the year on a 4-game win streak, 3-0 in league play. 2,500 strong, the enrollment Division I, 7-3 last year, finished 2nd in the OK Red. 3 state titles to their credit, last in 08, runners-up in 98 and 06. Joe Staley, fire up chips, and the former All-Pro 6 times over, and part of the NFL 2010's All-Decade team. The Rockford Rams, who right now trail 21-0 at home on homecoming. And we know this one's not over yet, but this has been a strong, Ram, tough program stick for a long time, especially under Cummings.
Oh, I mean, they're one of the teams, one of the state's predominant teams. We grew up on the east side of the state, and you always knew about Rockford and what this program was all about.
Movement up front, and I think we've got movement on the Rams, and this is going to make this 4th down play just a little bit tougher. Here's another look.
4th and 6 is a lot different than 4th and 1. You can use your power game, and there you see 72 just getting a little bit antsy. Henry Luth wanting to blow his man off the ball just a little too quick.
Yep, so here comes a field goal attempt coming by number 91. Boy, they like the 90s for their kickers. It's Dawson Hokert. And it'll be an attempt. It'll be a 32-yard attempt from the right hash under the hold of Cohen DeGroot. And it's a bobbled snap. DeGroot has to run, and he's thrown down. And the shutout's preserved for the Eagles with 2:24 to go. A snap that was just bobbled. I don't know how. I thought the hold was bobbled stick. I don't think it was a bad snap.
Yeah, we're going to have to get another look at that. But even before that, I was thinking if they made this, it's still such like you're down 21-3 going in the half. I'm not really sure how much a field goal is going to do for you. But that's right on the money, just dropped by the holder. And he gets up and just looking at a wall coming at him. But, man, for the Eagles to come in here like this and to dominate on homecoming.
Harrison Phillips got in there and made sure of it. Got DeGroot to the ground. So 2:24 to go. Hudsonville, look, offensively, they want to keep eating stick. Handoff here to Harzma, and Harzma fights for it across the 30 to the 32. He gets a fresh 5. Here's another look. Again at the snap, and you know, DeGroot just couldn't get there, but you feel like that's one perhaps he could get down?
I can't speak for him. I'm not on the field, but I'm sure he could tell you that, yes, we practiced that, and I could catch that and put it down.
Tough play nonetheless.
It was a little inside fastball, but still, you got to make that play.
Yep. Play action. Van Lake scrambling, pressured, going for it all. Got a man open, caught inside the 20 down to the 19. It's Lawson Weber again, his big threat. Prime time, deep threat player, and this connection's been hot tonight.
I mean, I've been so impressed with Van Lake on this one, keeping his eyes down the field, but extending the play. Look, he's sitting in the pocket. He feels the pressure coming. He doesn't even look, but he feels it coming. And next thing you know, he chucks it down the field all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big plays coming out of this rush offense.
48-yard pass play, and they've been big gouges, 4 of them from Weber and Van Lake. Motion right to left, handoff, left side. It's Harzma, and he's still fighting for a few more. They'll get him down to the 14. Ho-hum, it's a gain of 6.
I'm telling you, that's the major difference with the eyeball test right now. One team's falling forward, the other team's falling back, and it's happening on both sides of the football. Look at this rollout, perfect spiral on the run. Great camera work to catch him in frame. Oh, I bet you he wishes he could have stayed in bounds just a little bit.
Who, Chris Armani Rose or Weber?
Everybody, except Rockford.
Trips to the left. Van Lake wants to go to the air. Steps up, running, spinning around like a top. Stays in bounds to the 15. Cuts inside at the 10 to the 5 and out of bounds to the 2. Get out of here. 12 yards for Van Lake.
I mean, this is like video game football. Step up in the pocket. No, okay, gonna roll to the left. Little spin button here. Okay, no, gonna juke this guy. Gonna use my blockers. Slow down, speed up, into the left. Great blocking downfield by big number 88, Will DeYoung. You know, you feed the big man. He's gonna be blocking for you.
First a goal from the 3, and nothing here for Harzma. Stood up immediately. There is a player slow to get up, and that's a Hearn, and a good sign that he gets up quickly after.
Yeah, he made a great play on that, taking out the legs of the running back and just hanging in there. You never know. Sometimes you take a little foot to the gut, maybe an elbow, something happening when you fall to the ground.
What a shocker here. 20 seconds left. Van Lake's going to take it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. 4th time tonight. They found Pater and a 28-0 lead with 15 ticks to go until the break.
I mean, he is doing it all. He's reading the defense, handing it off on time, making the deep play, rolling out, and this time just takes it himself, sees the hole, cuts up for another touchdown. Van Lake has absolutely dominated here in this first half. He has been a joy to watch.
Second touchdown run of the night. He had a 16-yarder earlier. Extra point up. Extra point is good by Alex, don't call me John, Tillotson. 28-0 with 15 ticks left. Back with a final 15 in a moment. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Wasn't on our bingo card earlier today when we looked at it that Hudsonville would have a 28-0 lead with 15 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, but everything about this game would tell you it should be 28-0, if not 35-0. I mean, I think it's one possession that they haven't scored on, but they've dominated every single facet of this game. Running, passing, blocking, tackling, kicking, everything.
The flock is flying high tonight in Rockford. Kickoff taken by Ike Bauer, and he'll get stood up at the 20. The field position, the time of possession, the offensive numbers, the defensive numbers. Is there anything that Rockford can look forward to going to halftime?
I mean, you had your stop on the goal line. That's the one thing you can point to that was a positive thing coming out of this first half. But aside from that, I mean, they haven't really run the ball well. They haven't really been able to pass the ball well. And they're just getting outmanned up front.
How much of having the quarterback Daniels out last week, I mean, is there any rust that you think he might have coming back this week? Is there injury? What does it look like to you with his activity?
Well, aside from that last play where he clearly had the wind knocked out of him or something, he's been playing okay. It's just they've been coming at him pretty fast. When you don't have time to throw, even if you're a professional quarterback, it's going to be tough.
Daniels has it here, and he's tackled for a loss of 2, and a late flag. It was Will Manderick on the tackle, but there is a flag. By the way, don't go anywhere at halftime. We'll have Ben Holden, who will have a head coach for you. I think he will have Coach Cummings. But let's see this thing. Of course.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, offsetting penalties on each team.
Okay, the half's over. Offsetting penalties. And here's a look at the shenanigans after the play.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration on Rockford's end. You know, we didn't expect it, they didn't expect it, but you don't mind the feistiness too, going into the locker room at halftime.
Utter dominance by the road team. The runners-up from a year ago, Hudsonville. 5-0, undefeated, number 6 in the state. They saw the Rams with 1 loss, ranked ahead of them at number 4. They go into their hometown, and they're feeling good right now. Ben Holden is down on the sidelines with Coach. Benny, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. Brent, it's a 4-quarter game, but so far nothing's gone right. What's been the issue for your team so far?
Yeah, they have a heck of an attack. We got to get in the locker room and come up with some answers and look for these kids to continue to fight. We're going to find something. We're going to get in the locker room. These kids do a nice job. I'm proud of our coaches. They're going to get in there, and we're going to get something going. That's what we want to see, and come out with a heck of an effort to start. We'll get the offense out on the field to start, and we'll see what we can do.
What do you feel's been the biggest issue so far tonight?
They're making it quite a challenge up front. I think on the line of scrimmage, right, they're winning that battle, and so we got to get in there and come up with a scheme and get our kids just a couple little tweaks there that in terms of technique and get some things figured out.
I know you talked with us about Ram Pride. I know there's plenty in your football team. Look forward to the second half. Thanks for this, Coach.
No, thank you.
There you go, Chad. There's Brent Cummings and his thoughts on this first half, and it has been a one-sided affair here. We'll talk with Hudsonville's coach, Brent Sandy, coming up at the start of the third quarter. Until then, we'll send it back up top to you and Stick.
Thanks, Benny. Great work all night long, and I know you're only halfway through. Appreciate your hustle. There you heard from the head coach, Brent Cummings. I mean, what can you say in that situation?
No, I mean, I think he said kind of what we've been saying. They're just getting dominated up front. They're getting out-physicaled, and it's going to be challenging these young men to show up in the second half. It's homecoming. I'd use that. I'd pull that out. Whatever you need to. Go in there, flip the table, let them know. We're putting on a show in the second half, boys. This is one moment for the rest of your lives.
Don't go anywhere. We got a show coming up at halftime. Highlights, stats, and much, much more. We're the Prep. Thanks for hanging.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie-centric solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie-centric solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games,
but we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
And welcome back to Rockford, where Hudsonville is up 28-0 over the home team, and it has been a dominant performance. Van Lake taking over with his legs early, keeping it on a little quarterback option. There you see him getting the chain of love, and there you see another big run up the middle, tripped up but on his way to the end zone. Of course, a big 4th down here, calls his number again. The big stop by Rockford to keep it at 7-0 early, but still, it was all big plays from there. Lawson Weber making a big showing, and Will DeYoung doing his thing, getting the touchdown pass. That took him to 14-0, and then another big scramble here. I mean, Van Lake just kind of had his way with the Rockford defense early, Chad.
Van Lake in this game, how about it? His numbers impressive. 6 of 7 in the air, 150 yards and a touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, 80 yards on the ground. He's done it both ways.
Yeah, he's done it both ways, and there you saw Rockford kind of with their biggest response of the game, with a big, long pass, but nothing came of it, able to get a big stop, and there you see, once again, punching back, Hudsonville and Van Lake buying time, roaming around, scrambling, dipping, dodging, diving, ducking, dipping, and back all the way down to the 1-yard line, and you know what? I'm going to finish it myself, call my own number, in for the touchdown.
Van Lake, 80 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns on the ground. All in all, 282 yards for the Eagles. The Rams, 55 yards in the first half. Ooh. And Harzma, 13 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown. Lawson Weber, 3 catches, 117 yards. And DeYoung, 3 catches, 33 yards and a touchdown. It's been a dominating performance both ways.
Yeah, and those are just the fun stats, right? We're not even talking about how the interior line has absolutely dominated this game on both sides of the ball, moving the line of scrimmage back a yard, 2, 3 on every single play. It's just been a fun clinic to watch, really.
It's homecoming, though. This is, if you're Hudsonville, you got to be a little nervous. There's magic in the football in Rockford, and there's homecoming, all these things. You got to be expecting a blow if you're Hudsonville, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Rockford at home in front of 11,000 people. You know they have championship caliber. You know they're going to respond to the bell. And here we go in the second half. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah. Ben Holden is going to talk with the head coach, Brent Sandy, coming up here shortly, and he's ready. He's standing by with Brent Sandy, the head coach, now. And Benny, take it away. Take it away, Ben. Ben Holden, take it away. Go ahead.
All right, Brent, let's talk about this game so far. 4 out of 5 possessions you've scored on. What has worked so well tonight for your team?
Yeah, we got stopped down in the red zone, though, on our 5th one, so that's a little frustrating. Brady's been great. He's read things well. He's got good pass protection. We've made some nice plays downfield. Lawson's had a couple nice catches. Will had a nice one. Owens ran hard, so feel pretty good about where we're at, but it's a good team. They're going to have some adjustments second half. We got to be ready.
Yeah, no question about it. Talk to me about your defensive front. I've been watching them very close down here on the sideline. They look outstanding. Has that been status quo for them, or are they really on tonight?
That's who we are. Yeah, our box is good. Yep.
Yeah. Fun to watch. What do you got to do in the second half to make sure that this game stays in a favorable position for your club?
Yeah, we have. The kids said in the locker room, they said elite eye discipline. They had a running back out on a bomb there that our linebacker missed one time earlier. Fortunately, we got a sack, so it didn't hurt us. But we just got to stay with our keys. Assignment football. You're going to see a couple reverses off the kick return, probably double pass or hook and ladder. We have to be elite in what we do there. If we do that, we should be in a good position to have success in the second half.
Great. Thanks for this. We'll let you get back to your office. Thanks.
And thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Brent. There you go, guys. There's Brent Sandy, and you heard him. There's a lot of football still to be played here, but his team is in a great position right now on the road, trying to spoil homecoming here at Rockford. But Rockford, as we know, a very good team. Should be an interesting second half. Back to you guys for the call of it.
You bet. You talk about keys to that. We'll talk about that and much, much more. We've got some scores to pass along. A couple minutes away from the second half on homecoming in Rockford. Back after this.
If you are are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with the Prep. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
The Rams will receive in the second half, and back deep is the talented return man, Jax Eichbauer. How do the Rams get something going offensively?
I mean, a kickoff return would be nice. At least get them into good field position to make this first drive easy and manageable. Because I tell you what, you put that first touchdown on the scoreboard, this game looks completely different.
East Kentwood leads West Ottawa 38-0. East Kentwood trying to get their fifth win. Davison leads East Lansing. And Oak Park leads Notre Dame Prep. More scores to come. That's Eichbauer. Watch out! He's got a room. One man to beat. Up the past the kicker to the 40. Down the sideline to the 25. You said he need a return. Special teams, special plays. Jax Eichbauer.
Well, there it is. You want to inspire your team to a 28-point comeback? That's how you do it. You do it with plenty of time on the clock, and you do it the very first thing coming out of halftime. Just a great read up here. You see him read the block, slow down, put one foot in the ground, and gone. Absolute blaze of speed. Great job by 33, slowing him down for Hudsonville. That was the only thing that saved that from being a touchdown.
74-yard return on the opening kickoff of the second half. So Rockford did come out with a little bit of rage with the Rams with a back against the wall. Watch for the guy at the bottom of your screen. That's the big wide receiver, Drew Ferwada at 6'5". Just started playing football. Daniels looking left side. Got a man, it's Gross. He's going to cut outside to the numbers, inside to the 24-yard line. It's a short gain of maybe 2, second down.
Yeah, great job of containing there by Hudsonville, keeping that to a short gain. But also a nice play coming out too, getting your quarterback on time, on rhythm, completing a nice little pass. So a good play on both sides.
The defensive coordinator is Mason Decker for Hudsonville. They've been holding teams to 11 points a game. Pass right side is contested, yet caught down to the 15. It's a gain of 9. Move the chains. First down, Rockford on the Dylan Gross catch. Move the chains, Rams. Daniels with a fine throw stick.
Yeah, I thought that ball was a little bit behind, but a great job by Cross being able to reach back and get it, catching it with his hands, not his body.
Strick on the tackle, tight formation to the left. 1st and 10 to the 14. Best drive of the night for Rockford. Ball left side, incomplete. Well covered. They were trying to find the big Drew Ferwada. And well covered double team and incomplete.
Yeah, you said it. Good coverage by Hudsonville. Who was that? I'm trying to see who's out there. Is that number 15? Yeah, number 15, Dykstra, did a good job of coming off his man and kind of dropping into a zone coverage, stepping underneath that pass to make it tough to complete.
2nd and 10 from the 14, right hash. Daniels over the middle, got a man caught down to the 9-yard line. He's found Cummings. It's Jack Cummings, the sophomore. And it's a gain to the 9, call it a gain of 5 with 10.5 to go.
You know, I was talking about it in the first half, just how everybody was falling forward, but there you go. There's another good job of tackling and just taking them down as soon as you get there.
Zeiderveen on the stop. It sets up a 3rd and mid with 10:10 to go. Opening drive of the second half. Rams with a lot of work to do. Gross in motion now in the backfield. Pitch back to Gross. He's going to throw it back to the quarterback. Daniels caught at the 5 and a first down to the 2. A little razzle dazzle, and the Rams get 1st and 10 with a little creativity.
Oh, that should have been a touchdown too, Chad. That was perfectly drawn up, perfectly executed, but the ball just a little bit underthrown. If he puts that over his shoulder, his momentum's taking him all the way to the end zone. But still a nice, fun, good, safe play. But there you see the quarterback going to the sideline.
Yeah, they will. This is common, though, because they'll bring in Ahern as the Wildcat quarterback. Gives Daniels a chance to rest, too. Ahern right side. Is he in? Touchdown, Rams! Ahern and the Rams draw first blood in the second half.
And flies into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockford.
I mean, if you're a coach at halftime, this is exactly what you say. All right, we need a big play to kick off the half, and then we need to make sure we score and put it in the end zone. So you put Ahern in at quarterback. He follows his lead blockers to the right and all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Big play, big response. I'm telling you, though, Braden Daniels is operating maybe at like 50% right now, Chad.
Yep. Extra points good from Dawson Hokert. So with 9:22 to go, the Rams answer the call and their only opportunity in the second frame.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
(28-7), the Rams are on the board thanks to the special teams and the special execution. A little razzle-dazzle to go with it. There's the kickoff. Taken right side, watch out! Big play run, return right side. It's Strick deep into Ram territory down to the 40-yard line. Oh, both ways. The special teams we heard coming in, we talked about it, would be a focal point and decision maker in this game.
Yeah, if you're Rockford, you felt really good coming out of halftime, and then you allow that. And sometimes big plays happen when that ball hits the ground. Everybody loses their gap responsibility, their lane responsibility, and next thing you know, you get an outside lane like that and take it all the way back to the 40-yard line. So a good start to this possession for Hudsonville, and they needed that to kind of respond to what Rockford had going on.
Right hash, 9:11 to go from the 42. And it's Harzma, who had 52 yards in the first half. He's got about 5 here on his first game.
Yeah, nice first down run for them. I mean, their big bodies up front have been moving people all game long.
Game of 6 leaves 2nd and 4.
Got a solid front for this Hudsonville team. Talented in that front side with Brady Hansen, who's been offered by Grand Valley. Parker Rose, the return of Rose. We've seen it already. And we've got a whistle and we've got a false start. Hudsonville going backwards. Rams celebrating.
I mean, they were celebrating before the official even threw the flag. They kind of coaxed the official into throwing that flag. Like, you missed that?
It's a top 10 battle. Heck, it's a top 6 battle. Rockford number 4, Hudsonville number 6. Hudsonville got to be feeling a little disrespected, huh? We're undefeated. Why are we number 6? Rockford's got a loss already. They lost in week 1 to Saline. Now, logic will tell you Saline is number 3, so, you know, Rockford could be number 4. That was their only loss.
It's a weighted scale.
Sure. Handoff up the middle. Big boy's got to eat too, and that's number 67, and that's Landon Pierce, the senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, that's a couple times we've been able to mention his name, but he just gets in the backfield and does the old hip drop on you, pulls you all the way to the ground. Look how fired up he is after that big negative play. 3rd and 10.
The Hudsonville offensive coordinator is Matt Meerman and Mike Shalhoub. The run game is Meerman, the pass game is Shalhoub. Special thanks to the analytics and game manager Mark Beamer for all his help. Ball on the 42. Van Lake pressured and down he goes. Tackle in the backfield by double threes. Nicholas Manor showing no manners on the play with a TFL.
And this is such an important series right now for Rockford, just proving to themselves that they can actually stop Hudsonville. Hudsonville scored touchdowns on 4 of their first 5 drives. This time they're forcing the punt on a 3-and-out. After a great kickoff return, too.
You're right. That's got to hurt even a little more. Just the second time tonight they'll have to punt.
Say a little fakey.
It's in fakey zone. Well, it's 4th and 14.
Yeah.
But it's in the middle of the field. We shall see. No shenanigans here. And this one is kicked. It's Van Lake, and it's bobbled by Cummings. He'll have to go back inside his 5. And he's hawked down deep into their own territory. Harrison Phillips, the safety, with a fine play. And the Rams with a boo-boo on this special teams play.
One team puts it on the ground, gets a big return. The other team puts it on the ground, and they're pinned all the way back at the 2-yard line. Not the field position you wanted to start out with if you're Rockford. But now you get an opportunity to have a 98-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah, had the short field last time, just a 26-yard field to work with, but they worked through some 3rd down stick. They had this trick play, which helped, but nonetheless, they got the ball back and they got a defensive stop, and that was really the sticking point in the first half, stopping this prolific Hudsonville offense.
Yeah, that's a huge win for them, and you can see they came out with their hair on fire, running after the football, pushing back the line of scrimmage. I mean, there's pride on the line at some point. When you're getting dominated the way they did in that first half, you know no matter what, even if we only lose by a touchdown, we got to show out that we're not 28 points and a half worse than this football team.
No doubt. Back-to-back wins over top 10 teams, wins over East Kentwood, wins over Granville. This pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Cummings. out there to defend was Strick. It might have been deflected up front by that big disruptive defensive line.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that was way too far off for a normal throw. So I would assume it was tipped.
Daniels in the gun. Carry to his right. The Eagles showing blitz. 2nd down and 10 from their own 13. Rams second drive. And down he goes! Hit from behind. It's Parks Vugteven. Parks Vugteven. The linebacker and the junior with a big sack and attack from behind.
You're going to love this, Chad. This won't be the greatest angle to see it. You got to see it from the other side, but he just takes the inside route on the tackle, almost untouched, and tracks down the quarterback.
A lot of depth, a lot of rotation ability. Here's the look you're looking for. Daniels throwing right side, got a man down the middle of the field, too deep. Eichbauer might have had a step, but the throw was too long, and it's 3rd and forever. And now punting time, 4th and forever.
Man, you needed a response from Hudsonville, right? And pinning them back to the 2-yard line definitely helped start out that drive, but Hudsonville able to stand strong on defense, and now they're going to get a good look and pretty good field position. Unless something crazy happens on this punt, they should get pretty good field position.
All the way back in that end line is Vanos. And he'll get this off clean, but it's a high, short one that'll hit at the 35, and it'll take an Eagle bounce to the 34. So, short field now for Hudsonville to work with. A Hudsonville offense that has been effective and scored in 4 of their drives tonight out of 6 tries. The Hudsonville Eagles, 5-0, runners-up last year. Lost to Cass Tech, but they went all the way. 2000 co-ed public school, great community support. 12-2 a year ago, that magical season. They won the OK Red. Went 7-0 in conference play. They knocked these Rams off. The only loss in that postseason was in the finals at Ford Field to Cass Tech. Ray Bentley, how about it? This guy does everything. Former Chippewa, storyteller, writes children's books, color commentary. There's a sack from behind and more pressure coming from the Rams. This time it's the D lineman, Spencer Munson.
Yeah, and you can tell the adjustment for Rockford is not over pursuing. They are not getting past the quarterback. They're staying level with him on the defensive ends. Look at the defensive ends. They get to him, and then they start crashing down on him. Not over pursuing like they were in that first half, giving lanes for him to get out.
Jet sweep, handoff left side, cut back inside to the 29-yard line. Nifty running, Wyatt Van Assen with a scamper, great vision. And Coach Brent Sandy really likes this young man.
Yeah, you stole 2 of the words I was going to use, the cutback and the vision, because they were both on display on that play. Started out going to the left, and he cut back right, giving himself the opportunity to pick up that first down, or almost, sorry, 4th and 3rd and 5.
Not very big, but a guy that's hard to bring down. The way his head coach Brent Sandy described him. 3rd and mid with 4.5 to go in the 3rd. Critical 3rd down play. Van Lake's going to keep it himself. Try the outside, and he won't get there. He needed to get 5. He only got 1.5. It'll be 4th down and 4. And we'll see what the Eagles decide to do. Find defensive play across the way by the secondary and pitch.
Yeah, Chase Pitch coming across, making sure he gets him out of bounds before he picks up the first down. Leaving with the 4th down decision. And, you know, this is a momentum-changing play, too. If you're Rockford and you can get this big stop, you're getting the ball in a decent field position, and you're ready to try to score and make this a 2-score ball game.
4th down and 3. And they're going for it from the left hash. Van Lake in the gun. And timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. So with 3 and 34, to go. Back in a moment on the prep. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream, sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Oh, it's rocking here in Rockford. Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, Ben Holden on the sidelines. What do you think? 4th and 4. Do they stick with it here, Stick?
I think they do. I mean, they did it earlier in the game, and then they trusted their defense. Their defense showed up. But here we go. It is go time, and you wonder what they're going to call. I would say keep it in Van Lake's hands. He's been able to make the decisions for you throughout the course of the game.
Van Lake in the left hash. 4th and 4 from the 28. Motion to the right. Double tight to the right. Empty backfield. Curl route caught. And first down. Did he get it? He's close. I think he got it. First down, move the chains.
I don't think he got it. I don't think so, Chad.
No, okay. They did not get it. I'm sorry, partner. I saw it differently. You saw it right. It's a stop. How about it for the home team?
Yeah, you could tell he needed to get to about the, 28 or 23-yard line, and he only got to right about the 25, maybe just past it. But, yeah, he's about a half-yard short on that one.
What a great
big stop. Big stop for the defense, and you saw them celebrating. You see, that's a big play.
Van Assen on the catch and brought down short of the line to gain. So Rockford gets it back. Key stop. Mark that one down in this 21-point margin. Throw left side, Gross. Makes the move, cuts inside. Not much after it. In fact, it's going to be a loss on the play. Here's another look at the stop, Stick, in the play.
Yeah, nice little semi-screen pass to the wide receiver and just a big play, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage or right at the point of attack. And that's Samuel Cummings. And he impresses every time we come watch him play.
Such a smart young man. Physical player, finally has his health. Got to feel good for him. Throw right side, caught. It's Gross. Tries to get away at the 28-yard line. It is a gain of 7, and it's right at the just short of the first down marker.
Yeah, Harrison Phillips out there on an island, leaving a ton of cushion for an easy completion. But the good news is he made the tackle in front of him and held him to a 3rd down.
Gain of 11 on the play brings up.
Give him 11 on the play, actually. Late rotation in for Hudsonville. A lot of depth up front. Gabe Reensma will check in on that front. 3rd down and 3 with 2:10 to go in the 3rd. Big 3rd down. It's Ahern who checks in. He's still on his feet. Right side and a 1st down and more to the 43-yard line. Gain of 11. Give the ball to Ahern. He's on tilt right now.
You know it's a good run when your own teammates are confused. They're looking at each other like, you still got the ball?
Yeah,
you still got the ball? We're still running? We're still blocking? All right, let's go. But great job. Ahern has come in this game. Not only did he score a touchdown, but here you just see him keep the legs churning, keep that energy up. This is a big drive for Rockford.
Hayden Peoples with a nice block to help him spring that run. Timeout, I believe, before. Or did they get him with a false start? Or did they give him the timeout before? No, they did not. It's offside, so it'll be 1st and 5. Heady play by the Rams. And it's going to have Coach Brent Sandy take that headset off and readjust.
Well, Rockford's come out with some tempo here in the second half, trying to find that rhythm. And they've just opened up the passing game. They've kind of just gone away from the running game.
At midfield. Daniel's going to lob it up, and miscommunication. Nobody at the 32-yard line. It was a post route. that was run by Ferwerda, but it was a flag route that was thrown by Daniels. Incomplete, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, they were trying to run a double move at the top of your screen with number 1 Jax, and Hudsonville did not bite. They had that completely covered. Now I think they're discussing whether this should be intentional grounding or not, because there was nobody in the area.
But a miscommunication, I believe. But yeah, worth a discussion. They did not call it. Those rules get so confusing when you go between high school and college and pro and that rule, and glad we didn't have to analyze it. 2nd and 5, motion right to left from Gross. Throw left side is batted down. What a play by Brodnicki, the junior defensive end.
And he's made a couple nice plays in this game, knocking down the pass. And once again, kids, if you're watching at home and you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. Good things happen just like that. And that was almost a backwards pass, too, which could have turned into a very big play for Hudsonville.
Yep. A roster of 70 this year for Hudsonville. A lot of new faces. Strong programs at the JV and freshman levels. Pushed out of bounds after a catch inside the 45 to the 43. It's a gain enough for a first down. Move the chains, and the Rockford Rams starting to feel comfy stick.
Yeah, nice, good timing route there. 1, 2, 3-step drop, hit it on a dime, and that's Jax again. He's going to be the guy that they concentrate on, but he just went off the field after that big hard hit.
Carey, the running back, will check in for Rockford in the backfield along with Daniels. Again, Daniels took a week off last week to recover while his team cruised to victory 28-0 over a top 10 team in Granville in a league rival. And we've got another false start. It's been a flag-infested game here in week 6. You a little surprised by that?
I am, and also it's been a very tedious game because a couple of these false starts I really haven't even seen. Normally it's just very obvious, like, oh, that guy moved, you better call that. But these must be on the interior or the center moving the ball or something that we're not seeing from all the way up here.
And you don't miss much.
I try not to.
No.
I got one job. I'm here to do one thing.
Alex Westfall's got a lot of jobs. He's here to do a lot of things, and he's at the dials tonight.
And he's good at all of them.
Yes, he is. Jack of all trades. Westfall at the executive producer tonight. Motion right to left, and that's Owen Holt. Back to pass. Daniels looking deep. Got a man. That's Holt. Wide open to the 10. 5. Touchdown Rams. Owen Holt, the junior. And here come the Rams, who've cut this lead right in half like a hot knife through butter.
I'm telling you, you give Brayton Daniels time and you give him a wide receiver on a go route, he is throwing a beautiful deep ball. Look at him hit his set foot and just launch a beautiful touchdown right into the basket. And man, what an exciting play for Rockford. And here we go, Chad, a 2-score game heading on into the 4th quarter. Oh!
Extra point up and good. A 48-yard touchdown pass from Daniels to a streaking Owen Holt. This is a beautiful pitch and catch.
Yeah, absolutely wide open. Gets behind the defense for the first time pretty much all game long, and they make them pay. Rockford with a big stop on defense, turning into big offense.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
So it's a 48-yard pitch and catch. Daniels to Holt. Rockford is officially cut in half, 28-14. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. Ben Holden on the sidelines. Great crew tonight, including Alex Westfall, your executive producer, and so many great folks working behind the scenes. We thank all the folks for making the broadcast possible. Dawson Hokert to boot it. We've got a new game stick.
A brand new game, especially with the way Rockford's strutting along the sideline right now. Can't forget, it's homecoming. There's legacies here. A lot riding on this game.
Yes, sir. This one is booted, and nobody will get this one. Got a very special wish to one of our extremely valuable crew members, Austin Sonnenberg.
Hey!
28 years young. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
All happy and chipper on his wedding day. We love Austin, does a great job. He's doing 2 duties tonight. Well, 1.5. He's on audio, he's on graphics, he's on social media. He does a lot for
Keeping us in line.
28 years young tonight. Happy birthday, Austin Sonnenberg.
I trust Austin with everything but barbecue.
Yeah. Hey, listen, he likes to clean up and make sure things are tidy. You'll never forgive him for that Ford Field night when he threw away the Smoky Bones.
Heck of a golfer, too.
Yeah, he is. He's a stick, no doubt. Hand off, left side, nothing doing up front. Harzma stymied, and the momentum officially feels shifted the entire other way.
I was just going to say that. It's almost like dead quiet on the Hudsonville sideline right now and in the stands. Almost a little nervous feeling like they're playing not to lose instead of playing to win right now.
Well said. Spencer Munson on the tackle, the talented defensive lineman. So we'll see if Hudsonville can't pump some life back into this game. 2nd and 11, Rams trying to stay tough. Play action, Van Lake throws it right side, caught down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It'll set up 3rd and short in the closing seconds of this third quarter.
Yeah, and that route is there all night long if they want it. Look how much space he has when he turns to catch that ball. Setting up a 3rd and short, but this is a big 3rd down. I mean, do you want to be forced with a 4th down decision?
Van Assen on the catch. That decision will have to hold. To the other side, we'll go to the 4th. Don't go anywhere. We're the prep. We got a ball game on the west side of the state. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. (28-14), and the Rams in a critical 3rd down. Let's go down to the field to Ben Holden standing by. Benny, what do you got, bud?
All right, well, I have a bunch of youngsters from Hudsonville, and one of the things that we all learned on the call with Brent Sandy the other day was how much the community involvement and how much their football program has in one another. It means everything. We've got kids from 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade here, and the young men that are here, they've been working and spotting balls and making sure that there are balls for the team. Young ladies helping out as well. So it is really a community feel. We asked Brent Sandy, how many of your players are not from Hudsonville? He had to think. He said, I don't think there's anybody that's not from our community here in West Michigan. They're very proud of their Hudsonville Eagles, and here with some future Eagles, I'm sure, as well.
Thanks a lot, Betty. Appreciate that. Key 3rd down and 3 coming up. Van Lake will keep it himself, and Van Lake is stopped in front of that marker. He did not get the full 3 yards. 4th down, punting time. Ram tough, Ram pride standing out right now for the orange and black home team.
Oh, and I know Coach from Hudsonville he really wants to go for this right now, Chad. I mean, you've been dominating the entire game, and now you got a punt with 2 yards to go.
Munson again right in the middle of it. We'll see if there's any shenanigans here, but this looks to be Hudsonville being stopped now for both their drives. And this one is a high banger. Fair catch called for. and it hit off a Rockford Ram, and Cummings wisely picked it up out of the air. That's a savvy play by the sophomore to grab it after I think it hit his teammate's stick.
Yeah, I think Rockford got away with a block in the back. That kind of, you'll see it right there, the push in the back.
Good call.
And that's when he fell to the ground and hit him.
But on the hit, did it hit his helmet or did it hit the turf? Either way, Cummings scampered after it like it hit his player.
Yeah, play it like it did, right?
Yep.
Last thing you want to do is lose that ball.
Brent Cummings in his 6th season, assistant at Rockford beforehand, track coach, strength and conditioning coach, alma mater Belding. He learned from one of the best, Irv Sigler. Football, basketball, track, 3-sport star, went to Michigan and played for, I believe, it was Lloyd Carr. It was. And he not only played football, he ran track, assistant on the 2008 state championship team. Throw over the middle, no, off the fingertips and maybe the chest of Jack Eichbauer on the square route, incomplete from Daniels.
Yeah, just good coverage all the way around, but you see Daniels put that arm on display. When he gets into one, takes a couple steps forward and launches this football. Woof. Man, he put some sauce on that.
Sure did. A guy that's very intense in the weight room as well, takes things very seriously, wants to be great. His coach said he just wants to be great. Those are guys you want in your program. His dad's a coach. Been dinged up, healthy this week. Back to pass pressure, throws it left side, caught and dropped. That's one-on-one crime, and that's Tyler Strick making a great play on Jack Eichbauer.
It's been a fun matchup to watch all
Sure
game
has.
long. Those two matching up, obviously it's fun because they share the same number, but they've been in each other's business all game long, and it's been a fun, almost even matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, they both had their wins. Big 3rd down play here from the 35 in this 4th quarter. It's been a run for the Rams, 14-0 in the second half. Pressure, Daniels got it away, caught. 1st down and more, watch out. Eichbauer inside the 45, down to the 41. Daniels with pressure, fighting through. Clutch 3rd down play.
And just when we say it's even, Eichbauer's like, you know what, I'm going to tip the scales real quick. I'm going to put up a big play, pick up a big 1st down, and break a tackle. There you see, getting hit. The ball's a little bit underthrown, coming back to the football, and then with enough awareness to get upfield.
I think you said it, came back to the football. That was a key part of that reception, no doubt. Daniels feeling it, steps up into the pocket, wants it all, wants to go deep again, found his man, caught inside the 5-yard line. It's Holt again, going deep and dirty. 1st and 10, 36-yard completion.
Who let the Rams get hot? I mean, my goodness, everything they throw up in the air now, they're completing. And that young man did it earlier in the game, Owen Holt. He got behind the defense for the big play early, getting behind him again. And what a dime, too, right on the money.
Puts him up nice and tight with a chance to cut it to a 1-score game stick. Do you believe it? I know we talked about it.
I do believe it.
But this is really a turnaround by the Rams. They'll take it with a Hearn. He'll fight forward down to the 1. And behind that big, tough offensive line, Rockford making their way behind Federowicz, Oaks, and Papis.
And they were getting dominated in the first half, so give them all the credit in the world. There you see the big fellas getting involved. But Rockford, if they score here, oh my.
Some nervous folks in the near sideline. It's a Hearn, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! 28-20 with 8:51 to go. It's a 20-0 Ram run.
And all the difference in sidelines, the difference in fans, the difference in coaches, and everybody right now. It is a party going on in Rockford, and Ahern is having himself a field day, running straight up the middle. That's that off tackle with the lead block in his 2nd of the game. This kid, we told you he's an impact player. We said, oh, they're going to start using him a little bit at quarterback, a little bit at running back, Chad. Okay, 2 touchdowns.
Impact, no doubt. Both sides for sure. Extra point coming. Hokert. Crowd are rocking. 10,000, 11,000. Kick is up and good. There is a flag down. Hokert's kick was good. Illegal formation. They're going to make him do it again.
I think he has enough distance.
Kick that thing to Sparta. I think that's the right direction. I'm a Detroiter, so you have to. Is that right?
Well, let's see. The sun's set there, right? So that would be north. So yeah, there you go.
Sparta. Okay. See,
Kicked it
not
to
bad.
Howard City. There you go.
Not bad for
my old spot in Howard City. Shout out Indian Lake.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you were here for what? A few years?
3 years.
Okay.
104.5 SNX.
Nice.
Shout out to Schmitty, who is here as well.
Okay. Hokert gonna try it again, and it's this time just as firm up near the concession
but
stand.
Different.
Up near those ice cream sandwiches, those ice cream cookie sandwiches. Timeout on the field, 8:51 to go. Let's keep rolling. In the fourth, the Rams on a 21-0 run.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Welcome back to Rockford, where the crowd is rocking on homecoming. 21 points in a row. We'll do that to you, Chad. It's been a fun game here versus Hudsonville.
They're alive. It's a new game. What a rally. Down 28-0.
No.
And wow, what a kick. When it's going right, it's really going right. And this coffin corner kick by Dawson Hokert is a dream.
I told you, it felt like Hudsonville was playing not to lose instead of playing to win, and sometimes that puts you on your heels and you make decisions like that. That ball is inside the 1 yard line. Even if you let it go, two good things can happen. One, a touchback, or the other one, you're going to get it at the 40-yard line. Van Assen with a uncharacteristic, not heady play for him, because he's had a pretty good game up until this point.
Really has.
Oh, they're playing Austin Sonnenberg's request.
Yep. Gonna rock the bob tonight with Austin Sonnenberg as he celebrates his 28th. All right, out at the 1 yard line. What a kick. Hudsonville up against it, needing to rally. They were up 28-0 at halftime. And the walls are starting to close in them on the road in Rockford. Rolling right, Van Lake's throw, incomplete. Pass interference coming, though. Weber was tied up by Ahern.
I like the aggressiveness, though, not settling for just running the ball up the middle, trying to buy us another 2 yards, Chad. No, we're going to come out, we're going to roll our quarterback out, give him some time, and sometimes things like that happen. Just some contact down the field, and there you go. A nice game on first down, and now you're no longer in the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll move it up to the 16-yard line. It's a first down. Van Lake in the gun. Trying to get that run game going. It's really stymied in the second half. They've not been able to get anything going. Van Lake's going to call his own number. Going to try the right side. Has the perimeter. Bumped out of bounds at the 20. It's a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, the key to that play was he made the first man miss. It was a designed quarterback run, and for him to dodge that first defender turned out to be a pretty nice play. Like you said, 4 yard gain.
Not bad. This kid has a knack for making something out of nothing. He was outstanding in the first half on the ground and in the air. 6 of 7 in the air for 150 yards and a touchdown, and 80 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground in the first. Out route caught. Inside, nice move up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down. It's a gain of 10. They needed 6 with 8 minutes to go. Crucial third down execution.
And almost like a sigh of relief cheer from the fans here on the Hudsonville side that they needed that first down, something positive to go their way here in the second half. This has been the tale of 2 halves.
Van Asen on the catch. Wyatt, they wanted to get him more involved in the pass game, and they have tonight. Guy with great vision, good hands, and a critical offensive player. Handoff, inside handoff, and a solid gain on first down. Back to the ground game they go with Harzma.
It's almost like a designed counter every time. He starts heading runway, and then he cuts it back. I mean, I know that's kind of part of the zone blocking scheme is to read the hole and cut back. But every single time, he's cutting back like that.
It is a gap scheme run game, no doubt. A lot of 11 and 21 personnel. And that's what we've got here. Just under 7 minutes to go, second and mid. Hudsonville wanting to run a little bit of clock and not have penalties.
No turnovers.
They want to go deep here. Throw down the left sideline and caught at the 30. Inside to the 28-yard line. It's Levi Vanderveen, the 11th grader, with a big-time catch, his first of the night.
Yeah, Vanderveen, he kept the right arm on the defender, used the left arm to catch the football. It's like 2 Chainz out there. Look at him. Drop it back. Nice throw, nice lob in there. Just one hand catches the football, almost sheds the defender to get the big play for a touchdown.
Cardenas with good coverage, 2-stick. I mean, he was on him, but a little bit more height, and that made the difference in the catch. Timeout on the field, 6.5 to go. Back down the stretch we come. Hudsonville making a run. Back after these. Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with The Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McKinley scores!
First and 10. Hudsonville on the move, trying to get some insurance. They're up just a touchdown. Feels a little uncomfortable, though, Stick, because they were up 4 touchdowns at halftime.
Life comes at you pretty fast, Chad. And I mean, you expected a response from Rockford with 21 straight points. I don't even know if they expected that, but you knew they had it in them.
Yep.
You knew coach was going to make great adjustments at halftime, and they've come out. The biggest adjustment that I've seen is they've just gotten more physical.
So Van Lake will shift his running back to the right. Pressure, pocket breaks down. Van Lake wants to throw it, looking deep. Got a man at the goal line, caught! Touchdown, Eagles! No, it's incomplete. Oh, it was incomplete. Weber thought he had it. Weber wants a replay, so do we. He thought he had a touchdown here.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, we're the only ones who get to look at this replay, and a great throw by Van Lake, finding his wide receiver. He catches it for a minute, but you got to control it through the ground, and right there it came out.
Came down with the ground, and it pops out.
Yep.
Wow. That would have been a critical play. Incomplete, second down and 10. Aggressive Hudsonville drive. That's what you called for. Van Lake gives and loses on the play. Handoff stymied. Harzma nowhere to go. Lost back to the 30, third and long.
Yeah, Spencer Munson just getting low and being active. Here you see him just taking out the legs of anybody coming near him. And there you go, a big 3rd and 12.
One of those guys that has that kind of leverage. Undersized guy, but your typical wrestling
He's a groundhog.
Yeah.
Just gets low and burrows.
Ironically, Brent Sandy, the head coach for Hudsonville, a former wrestling head coach for a dozen years. Big 3rd and 12. Van Lake looking left, looking to improvise, going deep, got a man, Weber! Did he catch it? Touchdown, Weber! A one-handed grab for 6. And you may not see a better grab tonight. Wow!
And I know he's from Hudsonville, but that was his best Isaac Tesla. My goodness, a one-handed catch. That's okay. You're allowed to have a cramp after jumping out the gym like that. Here you see the drop back by Van Lake, sets his feet, rolls to the left, just points up. I see you, launches the football with contact, brings it down inbounds.
Lawson Weber with the one-handed grab.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. He even got his elbow down, too.
How do you not call it good? And how do you not get more looks of that? Just a beautiful, beautiful snatch.
And how does Austin not have that up on social media already? Get that up, Austin.
So, for the moment, it's a 21 to 2-score game. The officials are talking about it.
We could just keep that replay on loop, Alex, if you want, for the next 5 minutes. That was an incredible. Oh, there he is. He pops up. Good from his cramp, but here's another angle. Look at how high he gets, the contact and the ability to bring it down and control it.
Weber with a touch, his first touchdown of the night. He had 117 yards at halftime. He's been a playmaker, and this is a critical play at a critical time. What else can you say about a catch like that?
I mean, that's a logo right there. That's what that is. Put that on a T-shirt and pass it around the school on Monday.
Lawson Weber, Lawsyn. Remember the name, the senior wide receiver. Here comes the extra point. Best news, Weber is up. And the extra point is as well, and good. So, 35-21, the Lawson Weber touchdown catch. And don't forget the throw. That was a pretty good one from Van Lake.
Yeah, but just when you think that Rockford is back in the game, not only did he snatch that touchdown pass, he snatched the soul of everybody in this stadium right now, because that should just about seal it. And my gosh, look at the extension on that. Woo-wee. He's going to have that footage forever.
The play, the catch, and it comes at a critical time in this game with 5:27 to go.
I mean, we've been calling games for 5 years, Chad. Do you remember a better catch than that? I can't even think of something that comes close to that catch that we've called in the past 5 years. I mean, we've called big moments,
some unbelievable
big
catches.
Punt returns, big catches that turned into big plays.
Nothing like this.
Nothing like that. In the back of the end zone,
no.
When your team's on the ropes after giving up a 28-point lead.
It gives them a 2-touchdown spread. The game is not over yet. Let's be very clear with 5.5 to go. It looks like this is a turning point. Look at him wearing the chain. Did you lose a tooth on that too?
Whatever.
My goodness. He's wearing that chain. He deserves it. He's healthy. Everybody's happy. And his teammate says, hey, give me that back. We need you to go back out there. So Hudsonville with a 2-touchdown lead now, 35-21. But it's their first score in the second half after a Rockford run of 21 straight.
And it was looking like this game was getting real tense real quick, too. And Rockford was going to take advantage of that coming in here in the second.
Yes, sir. So, critical drive for the Rams. Not a lot of time to waste. They have 2 timeouts and 5:26 to work with. Brent Sandy in his 8th year, 49-29 overall, was an assistant at Hudsonville for a couple years. D coordinator, is now in the CEO, wrestling coach for 12 years. He went to Grand Rapids Union High School, 98 grad, went to Grand Valley, started coaching at Grand Valley when he was just a freshman at Union High School. And he was the Regional Coach of the Year in 2024, the West Michigan Officials Coach of the Year as well a season ago. What a year it was. Division I runners-up, Brent Sandy, the head coach, in his 8th year. Trying to get a stop now. There's a throw left side. Caught. Throw back to the middle. Watch out. Open field. Down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. So how about that pitch and catch? And it's a gain of about 40 on the play. How about this throw from Daniels, and how about the run afterwards?
Yeah, and if you thought Rockford was done and just going to cower after you score a great touchdown like that, no, sir.
Drew Furwerda, the 6'5 target on the catch, a guy that just learned to play football. They're going back right side. Contact, no flag. Looking to go deep for Eichbauer. It was well covered by Silas Reese on the play.
You got to give a big shout out to the over 400 people watching on YouTube right now. If you're watching, make sure you drop in the chat where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and make sure you get in the voting right now who you think is going to win.
Yep.
Sure, a lot changed after that big catch.
Yes, sir. Here's a look. Was this interference?
I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah,
there was some
good no call.
There was some early contact, but I don't think so.
I'm with you on that. 2nd down and 10, just under 5 to go. Rams down 2 scores, and we've got movement up front, and it's going to turn into a 2nd and 15, I believe.
No, that's on the defense. So 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Brent Sandy furious. I agree with him. I thought there was decoy. There's Brent Cummings. A lot of respect between these two head coaches, as we discussed in our press conferences this week.
Yeah, I mean, they're just great football communities, Rockford and Hudsonville.
Very similar, too. Throw caught for Wada inside the 30 to the 28, gain of 6. Clock continues to move. And did he get enough for the first down? It looks like he's just short of it at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 1.
And the official did not.
3rd and 1, rather.
Got one official down here waving to stop the clock. Looks like they're coming in to discuss it.
Yeah, it's close, but yeah.
It's at the 29-yard line.
Now the officials, scoreboard thinks it's a first down.
I would say it's a first down.
Okay.
Just make it easy on everybody. What a night, man.
Great night for football. Homecoming, 78 degrees at the start.
This weather's been insanely good.
A game that you thought would be a blowout at 28-0 and is now a 1-score game. Wellesley 1-score game, now a 2-score game. Daniels on the move, trying to cut the lead in half with 4.5 to go. Watch Gross in the slot right along with Cummings and Eichberger.
So it is a first down.
It is indeed. You're right again.
Happens.
Cluster trio tight to the right. Carey in the backfield, going deep. Daniels wants it all. Got a man. Holt incomplete. Well covered by Zayden Dykstra in coverage.
Yeah, Dykstra's had himself a ball game, and this time just a little face guarding here. See if he gets contact early.
Great coverage.
Yeah, it was good coverage. You know, you hope your wide receiver fights back through the ball just a little bit more, fights back through the defender, but I don't know. That call could go either way.
It could have gone either way.
Yep. And I'm okay. I would rather them err on the side of letting the boys play.
Yep. 2nd down and 10, 4:25 to go. 2-touchdown lead. Rams looking to get something here. Out route caught. Inside move, can't make it. That's a wrap up. And a dream of a job by Silas Reese, the senior corner, with a takedown. Short of the first down.
Yeah, good tackle in space, able to bring him down, because if he breaks this tackle, that is going to be a big play.
Gross on the catch, is 4th of the night. Hustle mode, they'll throw it back to Gross. He'll try the left side, stutter move, down to the 15 and tackled. It's a gain of 7 on the play. It's a first down, move the chains.
And Rockford responding in a big way to the incredible catch on the last drive by Hudsonville. It's a nice little out pass.
2 timeouts, they've got to hustle. Daniels managing the game well, has time in the pocket and throws it away.
Doing a good job reading the defense. It isn't there. Throw it away. Stop the clock. Now what do we got? 3:37 left. Oh my. What an incredible catch. Make sure you follow the prep on all social media if you want to see pictures, highlights, replays, slow motion.
Austin Sonnenberg, the hardest working man in show business, already getting that play out on social media. Trips to the right, 2nd and 10. Daniels under pressure, throws over the middle, got a man, Gross, incomplete. Broken up at the goal line. It's Will Zeiderveen who broke it loose. What a play at the goal line.
Yeah, he broke up that surefire touchdown because he rifles it right over the middle, does Daniels. Looks to be an easy touchdown. Sticks his paw in there and breaks it up. Great defense. He was trailing him too.
Gross, it looked like might have had it bounce off the shoulder pad first.
I talked to you earlier about catching with your hands, not your body.
3rd and 10 and 4 down territory. Looking right side near the goal line. Caught, touchdown! Jack Eichberger! What a catch! Right at the pylon! How about it? A bullet pass from Daniels and a snatch from Jax. That was fabulous.
Talked about catching with your hands, Chad, and that's exactly what he did on that play. Actually kind of used the defender's body, too, to reel this one in. Great play, and I love the air attack that Rockford has turned in here in the second half. But there you go, just wrapping it up around the defender, over him. Beautiful job.
Great coverage by Strick. You said it. I mean, this was well covered. What a play. How about the catches tonight? The receivers answering one another, and Daniels with a great throw, outstanding coverage, but the catch is unbelievable here.
It feels like championship level football here in week 6 in Rockford.
Great look at it right there. And the score. We've got a 1-score game with 3.5 to go. The game is still in the brink. I mean, this is the kind of game you dream of on a Friday night for football amongst 2 top 6 teams in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that we're sitting here after a 28-0 absolute beatdown in the first half. But to Rockford's credit, they went into halftime. I'm not sure what coach said. Hopefully it was just a very inspiring Disney speech, gave everybody the rah-rahs, and they came out. And immediately the kickoff return got them going. And from then on, it's kind of been a rout here in the second half. Luckily for Hudsonville, you built that 28-point lead, and you've been able to lean on it.
Yep. Rockford with a motto, Ram Pride, Ram Tough. Coaches, it just means we got to give our best effort always. And sounds cliche, but he says, I love our team. It's a team that communicates well. The players talk amongst themselves. They're close. They understand leadership, and they have their own leadership community amongst themselves.
Looking at an onside kick here.
Onside kick indeed, and it's going to go out of bounds. And so Hudsonville's going to take over the football. Just 2 timeouts remaining for Rockford. There's a lot of time left in this game. How do you like that call?
I like it if you keep it in bounds. At least give yourself a chance. You know, the kicker got a little bit too excited, put a little bit too much mustard on it, kicked it straight out of bounds. Doesn't really help you.
Yep. On the line, the 4-game win streak for Rockford and the 5-game win streak for Hudsonville. They have yet to lose this year. You see Coach Cummings. We did their game in week 1. Their loss to Saline, a 37-28 game. Follow us on social media. We're on all the social medias, including YouTube. If you could please subscribe. Appreciate all the viewers right now, climbing over half of 1,000. Any comments, questions, concerns, info at theprepsports.com. Handoff left side, it's Harzma, and he's going to get a couple. Whistle, and the ball's out, but that won't matter.
It doesn't matter, but man, does it get the heart pumping if you're from Rockford.
Sure. Sure.
But you like that first down play, get the clock running. Let's make sure that we're doing part of our job on this play. Obviously, you want to score to go up 2 scores, make it impossible to win, but your other part of that job is running this clock.
That's right, and not having penalties, something that will stop the clock. So Hudsonville will let this thing go. They'll reset the play clock, and I don't know if Rockford's happy about that. Brent Cummings across the way wants an explanation.
Well, they gave him another 40 seconds. You're sitting at 2:49 on the game clock right now.
Yeah. Still with 30 seconds to roll off. And this is something. Brent Cummings giving it to him across the way. And he wants to maybe call a timeout and get an explanation.
And not at this point. You've already kind of rode out the 30 seconds. You're pot committed.
Wow. Play clock down to 6. Van Lake will run it right side, cut back, and he'll have himself a nice run near the first down marker. He's a couple yards shy, but it's a gain of 6. And it'll set up 3rd and short. And
now we'll get the timeout for Rockford.
Wow. So this is kind of the play. All of a sudden, with all that time that rolled off.
Yeah, and resetting the shot clock, if you want to call it that, or the play clock, it definitely gave them some more time, and they smartly milked all that they could out of it, and then ran the ball again to keep that clock rolling. Make sure Rockford's using their timeout. Keep pressure on your opponent. You've built the lead. You have the advantage right now. So make sure that you're kind of stressing them out to the max capability.
There you see Brent Cummings wanting an explanation, saying, why did that clock restart?
Yeah.
Why did the game clock get reset?
Why did you give them an extra 20 seconds? Especially in a one-possession game here, everything. So you get a stop here. It all changes, but you got to get the stop. The first down here kind of curtains.
You look at the 2 seasons in the schedule stick, and Rockford's kind of been through the war, it feels like. They played Saline, they played Muskegon, they played East Kentwood, they played Granville. Now they're playing Hudsonville. Meanwhile, Hudsonville opened with Byron Center, a 6-point win, but then East Lansing, Caledonia, West Ottawa, Jenison, kind of coasted through a little bit. What does that schedule tell you about tonight?
Well, it tells you that Hudsonville is legit, right? And when they're playing at a high level, you see they can pitch a shutout in the first half and put up 28 points.
Big 3rd down play here. 3rd and 3 in what could be 4-down territory. Van Lake sends the man in motion, takes it himself, needs 2 yards, and he got it. It's a first down for Hudsonville. With 2:02 to go, 1 timeout for the Rams. And they won't use it here. Huge 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
The Hudsonville coaches are going nuts, signaling first down like 100 times. But you can tell the intensity in this rivalry, 2 respected programs. And for Hudsonville to close out this game and pick up that first down. Now you just got to hang on to the football because time is on your side.
It's been a series dominated by Rockford. We told you about the all-time series going the way of Rockford, 19-8. But Hudsonville won last year, and they're looking to put back-to-back wins together for the first time in this series in decades. Timeout on the field. We're back with a final 88 seconds from Rockford right after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McKinley scores!
It's a one-score game, and Hudsonville trying to run out the clock in victory formation. They've done the math, and the math says take the knee, and you'll win this game. And with 1:28 to go and just one timeout for Rockford, they'll look to just watch and hope for something crazy and miraculous.
Yeah, victory formation. A little bit of a twist on it, though. A shotgun victory formation.
Yeah.
Take a couple steps, kneel down.
Give
Got your
yourself
safety
a little
back there.
time and space.
So there you go, another 40 seconds off the clock, so should take one more. Rockford is out of timeouts.
They just used their last with 1:25 to go, so none remaining after this. Next week we will have a double action. There you go. Doubleheader action next week. It'll be Dearborn Heights, it'll be Crestwood on the road against Redford Union. And we'll have Orchard Lake St. Mary's against Toledo Central Catholic. So a couple of games, 2 games. I know where you'll be next week, and we'll look forward to both games. And we look forward to going to Redford Union for the first time. You can watch the broadcast here. Follow this QR code. Watch, subscribe. Over 100 high school games all season long. And we've got it for you right here on the Prep. Proud to bring you high school sports all season. 3 sports seasons in the fall with boys soccer and girls volleyball, field hockey, and this beautiful game of American football for which we're watching here tonight. Just around the corner is winter.
We got softball playoffs coming up.
Space Dogs?
For the Space Dogs.
All right.
What's it going to take to get you guys out there on a Thursday night?
A check.
All right, we can make it happen. It won't be a big check, but it will be a check.
It'll be a discounted.
Yeah. It'll be made out to cash for 50 cents. But you'll get some high-quality, slow-pitch softball.
Something for the effort. Time winding down tonight, Stick, and look, this was a fun game that saw a tale of 2 halves. One team owning the other, and then Hudsonville holding on for dear life.
Yeah, I'm not a big moral victory guy. Like, we lost, but you know, Rockford, you lost, but if it wasn't for that 28 points you gave up, you showed that you can hang with Hudsonville. If you could turn it on and keep that momentum going, there's nobody in the state that can mess with you. So, like, yes, it's a loss, but the way it played out is just very interesting. To blow a 28-point lead and then to just hang on. Hudsonville feels good winning, but they have a lot to work on. To give up 28 points and come back, you feel good, but you also have a lot to work on as well.
They'll have a lot to work on next week against East Kentwood, but tonight it's all over but the shouting. And in the end, we got a timeout. My bad. Okay.
That's fine. We'll just keep the music rolling.
I like that. Anytime we get the cars.
Little bop for Austin's birthday.
Yeah, 28 never felt so good. Where are we going? Where should we go on the west side of the state? Huntman chaperoning tonight. I heard he's going to drive everybody back in a limo bus.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
Yeah, or he got rented out a hotel suite somewhere.
Can we bring the guy with the eagle hat?
Yeah,
why not? We can bring the guy with the eagle hat. You think you can, you can have some fun with that thing.
The flock is flying high tonight. Hudsonville about to win their 2nd straight over their rival from Rockford with just 41 ticks left and one more snap. Van Lake will take a knee at the 40. And this one's all over. Hudsonville goes to 6-0 on the year. They go on the road and beat the Rams for the first time in 3 decades. And they win it tonight and hold on with a 35-28 win over Rockford.
Just a great football game for both sides. We saw hard hitting. We saw great plays. We saw really just some spectacular hits. We saw a spectacular catch. I mean, what more could you ask for a Friday night football game? 11,000 to 12,000 people here in Rockford. Beautiful stadium, beautiful weather. Perfect Friday night in Michigan. And we got to watch a great one here today, Chad.
Yes, sir, we did. We'll have our G of the game and much, much more coming up. From Carlson Munger Stadium, the Eagles win it tonight on the road to stay perfect at 6-0, knocking off number 4 ranked Rockford. Back with more after this. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. The Flock in full flight after their club went on the road and wins by a touchdown and holds on. And one of the leaders of the Flock was the guy that made the catch. It will forever be known as the catch. And he's the G of the game, as we call it. Ben Holden standing by with our G of the game. Benny.
Yeah, he's a living legend here. Lawson Weber, congratulations. How'd you guys do this and get the win here tonight?
You know, it was a full team effort. Up 28-0 at half, really good first half. Kind of had some bumps in the second half, but, you know, pulled through. Whole team was fired up the whole game. Amazing atmosphere. Thank you to the fans for showing out. Just amazing performance by us. Never gave up, never backed down. Just team effort, full team effort.
All right, I'm going to give you the G of the game hat brought to us by G Brand USA. Go ahead and put that on. And I have something here that I'm going to show to the camera. Emmett, one of our photographers, sent me that picture. I've already shown that to Lawson. Look at that. I mean, that is, you're going to be viral in about 5 minutes.
Thank you, yeah. You know, I just saw the ball go up, so I had to make a play. Went for it. You know, sometimes you just got to use one hand only. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes, you know, just got to improvise. Use one hand, stayed in bounds. Got to thank my QB, Brady Van Lake. Great throw, absolute dot. And thank you to the line, blocking amazing all game. Just full team effort, like I said.
I mean, that was good on Sunday, young man. Is that's not something you guys practice, is it?
No, yeah, like I said, improvise. Yeah. You know, the play was supposed to run a post, rolled out, and, you know, never practiced that. I've never gotten a one-hand catch in practice or anything, but, you know, had to improvise for the game.
You're a legend now at Hudsonville High School. I know you got a lot of season left. Last thing, and I'll let you get over with your team. What does this win mean to your team? 2 in a row. You guys have lost 8 straight to them. You won the last 2. What's it mean to Hudsonville football?
I mean, we worked so hard this week. Like, every single day, our scout team, you know, grinded for us, gave us a good look, and we wanted this. Now we're in control of the OK Red. Still got EK next week. Very good team. So just preparing for them next week.
Thanks for this. Go celebrate with your team, young man. Great job. We'll make sure you get that picture in the video, all right?
Thank you.
Unbelievable. I mean, what a picture, guys. One more look at it there. That is just incredible. I know you showed the video of it, but that's an incredible shot. I'm sure he'll have that thing framed by tomorrow morning. But what a night, what a game. Congrats to Lawson Weber and Hudsonville for a big win tonight, guys.
Great work all night, Benny. Thank you very much. Lawson Weber.
I'm going to get a tattoo of that. That's going to be a back piece.
That was something special. But when you make those plays, he made the one early, set the tone. I mean, you make plays like that. And this is its offense, again, and a team that's known to run the ball.
Yep.
And you got a guy like this making plays in the air, and Van Lake. Can't say enough about the way Hudsonville came out, and also the game plan stick.
Yeah, they were really unpredictable in that first half. They were running the ball, they were passing the ball, they were running misdirection plays. And as you see, Van Lake set the tone, and just his vision early. There were a couple plays where he had the sack bearing down on him, like that one, the touchdown pass that he threw. The sack was coming at him, he just lofted it up there in pressure, took the hit, and there you see Van Lake calling his number again, going on into the end zone. But, you know, Ahern had something to be said for it, too. He's like, you know what, I could be a little bit of a running quarterback. That guy is also making a big play tonight. But, you know, I like what Rockford did in the second half, though, opening it up. Owen Holt with a big pass catch here, and he had another catch earlier in the game. But Rockford really showed that they can play, and if you really need to open it up, they can do that. I think moving forward, they should just come out, open up, 4 wide. Let's go. Slang it around the field.
Yeah, they had the ability, and they showed it, and even in predictable moments, they were able to complete and do plays like that. But Van Lake stole the show, and, of course, Weber took the top of the cake as well tonight with that catch. The catch. They'll be talking about that thing, not just on the left side of the state, but all across the state tonight.
Yeah, I feel bad for Vanderveen. Vanderveen had a one-handed catch, and we're just like, oh, that was ho-hum. Did you see Weber's one-handed catch, though? So what a great job, and what a great interview by that kid. Just giving credit. Yep. You could tell they could feel the energy from the fans. They could feel just how much this game meant to everybody tonight.
Rockford wasn't done. A valiant effort to come back. The Eichbauer touchdown, another great catch. It was a night of great catches, wasn't it?
Yeah, just great football, honestly, on both sides of the ball. Just happened to be they each played great football in different halves.
Did that Wasp just come back alive? I swear I killed him like 45 minutes ago. The resurrection's happening in this Rockford press box.
Well, time to go.
Time to go. Time to say goodnight. What a great crew. Thanks for having us. For my partner, Sam Stick Day, for Ben Holden on the sideline, Alex Westfall, your executive producer, the birthday boy, Austin Sonnenberg, Evan Westfall on replay, the Huntman, Rob Hunter on graphics. My name is Chad Bush. So long from Rockford, where the final score tonight, Hudsonville wins it 35-28 over the Rams to stay perfect and to keep climbing up the standings all alone atop the OK Red. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody. So long.